無限大の地層広げ果てしないあの場所へ Let's go 高く帆を上げて風に乗れ覚悟決めたのなら引き返しはしないさ笑い飛ばせあらなんシャリラ心砕けないように仲間がいるんだほら強がりなんていらないいつだって雨が引き裂こうとしてもほらベイビー大丈夫さ打ち破る最強の絆無限大の地図広げ果てしないあの場所へ踏み出せ勇気の一歩 Dreaming on 無限大の地図広げ誓い集めた旗戦い続けてゆく自分自身貫け掴み取る Dreaming on 負けられない逃げやしない出会い別れ越えゆこう全部宝物無限大の地図広げ果てしないあの場所へ踏み出せ勇気の一歩声を上げてStart a new life from the darkness until the light reveals the end. Sinister faces, growing curses, places where lost were. Angels flee in disguise, devil's faces. Children cling to their coins, squeezing out their wisdom. Angels flee in disguise, devil's faces. Children cling onto their lost cause. Destruction, regeneration. You are the new enemy. War, my war, my war. Monster, 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 monster. Ding dong, hear the sound of time, frozen tears of the ones left behind. When one falls, we carry on. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-da. We count our days till we all fade away. Dim-dim-da-da-da, dim-dim-da-da-da, dim-da-dee-da. Dim-dim-da-da-da, dim-dim-da-da-da-da, dee-dee-da. Tomorrow comes a brand new day. We look to painted skies where I long to stay. Clair obscure, though the future's blurred, we will march ahead. Clair obscure, let the world be cured from the sorrow and dread. Clair obscure, though the future's blurred, we will march ahead. Clair obscure, let the world be cured with our hands stained in red.
from the sorrow and dread. Clair obscure, the future's blurred, we will march ahead. Clair obscure, let the world be cured with our hands stained in red. These patterns all in the past now, and finally live like the girl they all see. No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know together we're growing, gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. You wanna give us a warning, gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time now, fears no lies, that's who we're born to be. You know we're gonna be golden. We're gonna be glowing. I keep my gun in the ring. You know that it's our time now, fears no lies, that's who we're born to be. 하늘이 하수 이다근 운명이도 가꾼 옷을 덜어나를 하나 이때로 내님이 있는 호소이다 나기다 그날을 연하 야사시 오토 존나니 그야시 그때모 나의 국가의 세츠보
しだった頃の僕を思う誰かの背中をがむしゃらに追いかけた強くなりたいって今は風に消えたありがとう僕は強くなれているのかな答えはまだ出そうにないからさやっぱりまだ歩いてくよさあ行こう立ち止まることなく流れる時に負けないように何度も立ち向かい続けよう大切なもの失いたくないから夕暮れに舞う鳥のように見えない明日を探してるつまずきながら怖くても足元に目は落とさないよ諦める言葉は転がってるけど諦めないゴールは一つだけ喜び悲しみ乗り越えては少しずつ歩いてくよ果てしない空に手をかざそうたった一つの未来を信じながら戻らない時は移ろうけど大切なもの失いたくないから僕の中に流れる声はずっと僕を支えてるいたずらな目が邪魔するけど逃げ出せないからさあ行こう立ち止まることなく流れる時に負けないように何度も立ち向かい続けよう大切なもの失いたくないから信じたその先へと
I am so sleepy, dude. Are we going back to DA, My Hero Academia rants? Low-key missed them.
There's so many of them available. Just re-listen to them. What?
And there's no new rants that can be really done considering series over. Most of those were like, hey, the new chapter came out. What did you think of it?
Unless you guys can talk about something that I didn't talk about before, and then I am very passionate about it. But we did halfway through My Hero Academia because reasons. Then we did a full because reasons or My Hero.
I think it was for the war arc specifically, the final arc.
No, it was just like up until a certain point we're doing it. It wasn't the full war. But yeah, it was 2 like 3-hour videos. What you want from me? I ain't got nothing left. What?
We already did this video on B-List, do dumb farted stream. Oh, good for the B-List. What you wanted from us?
There's 2 videos that we're doing, so this video means nothing. Nothing.
Iconic Greater Sign One Piece. Demon Time. Mr. Impossible recently retired, so Furious Rajang is taking his place. Thank you for the super chat, Baku. What's up, everyone? Oh, camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh?
Not this week.
Yep, next week actually.
Next week.
Yeah, typically this would be this week, but yes, next week we're doing a big old field thing since it's the anniversary stream of that incident.
That boy been going crazy recently.
Crazy bars! Phil is going nuts, y'all. For the people that are into the DSP stuff, just get ready. It's gonna be ugly. Thank you for the super chat again. Mr. Possible Reason to Retire other than taking his place. AO new revisited episodes.
We're back on schedule until we're not.
Hello, Associate Bums. Absolutely. DA, let me correct you. Pikmon, when they throw the cards, that's from Tim, not Digimon. They did not take a single thing from Digimon.
Oh yeah, that was my mistake. That was an obvious mistake that I made. I took my 40 lashings, I did my Hail Marys, and I repented. I what? What did I? Are you mistaking me for somebody else? And I don't know what Tim is.
Mark time, boys. Since Oda is too scared to bring back Carrot, he should have Kuro rock up during the final saga and Shed Law.
I'm
with you.
Carrots for our girl Carrot cover page this week.
It was a fire cover page.
And she got a jacket that says Queen. He knows what's up. I am scared of her placement in this upcoming worldwide.
She's not going to be in the top 50.
It's going to be heartbreaking. It's going to be... And I've been doing my part. but I don't have high hopes.
I would actually enjoy an Endeavor or Todoroki family rant.
I don't feel passionately enough about them. It's just...
They all suck.
I don't like Todoroki. He's just mostly boring to me. He's just there. The Endeavor stuff, I'm just like, nah, this dude is a piece of I don't want to see him. The Dobby stuff, he's just hotter fire. And something like that when they're clashing, like I have fire, I also have fire. My fire is hotter than yours, so I just beat you. So that's what it is. And you can't make a ice cold enough to beat my fire. And then you combine the two, and then it creates a hot ice or a cold fire, and you win. And there's just... The issue is that last bit where the robot comes with the whole family pulls up. Like, no, I'm like, nah, come on now.
There are things to talk about there.
That is one of those, I got a story to tell. I don't care how I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna put this down and y'all just gonna accept it. And there's so much of that in My Hero that I'd like to make a video about that kind of thing one day, of just all the conveniences and stuff. Because I was thinking about making a video of just like the implied storytelling of the final chapter, because there's so many lines. Almost every single line is just to catch you up on what happened in the 8 years, and to the epilogue chapter, and to be like, oh, we wasn't clear enough in the last chapter, so let's just cover that up as well. So I want to go through every single line and talk about them, but that's simply not going to happen. Or maybe it will, because it's a terrible chapter.
Yeah, like 3 years from now or something. Show the bomb some love. There is no Mark month, there is no Triggered month, and there will never be a T23 month bombs.
You bums will have something.
Let us dream, damn it. Show the bombs some love. Mark month with 2 peak for ALX.
Yeah, he paid us behind the scenes to not do so. So, we have to uphold our end of the bargain.
I would actually love a Triggered month. It's never gonna happen.
I wouldn't. That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. DABG,
Correct
can you guys check out Mangaka wants you to stop pirating manga by APS Amplifier? The timestamp is 104:45. Does that mean we should stop reading the manga if we can't buy it? More than likely, if you have no capacity to support it, you should not be engaging with it. I do not believe in that line of thinking.
Yeah, because there was recently a mangaka that was just like, look, my manga ain't doing well. So what they did was they self-translated and put it up on manga collide or one of those, one of the big ones. And then the publisher was just like, "Now take that shit down." And he's like, "Well, y'all not promoting it, and I'm not getting these sales, so I'm trying to get some overseas hype." And so that was a whole thing.
Yes.
So
At Love One
there's
Piece Forever 8203 says,
to say and do.
DBZ started Shonen. One Piece chapter was crazy IMU.
Where did the DBC thing come? What first video that we see in the chat is what we're doing. Where did that DBC thing come from? you just got some. You want to say like I gotta get my off. I've been holding this here for too long. The people need to know.
It was a good chapter. Get Out is a good movie, though there's a lot of things not explained well. Yeah, it's more kind of abstract in a way. As much as I love to laugh,
it creates a good atmosphere.
Yes. As much as I love to laugh at stupid people like Triggs or dumb artists, it's best to let them be. It would be ableist to make fun of the mentally deficient.
It's just tiring for me.
Yes, tiring. Do you remember what we have the counters at for when we get back to Trigger torture session?
Good luck. Go to near the end of the stream and see if anybody comments it.
Yeah. Bum o'clock. Bum o'clock. What did you think of the chapter though?
Good chapter. Good to start seeing some abilities.
Please kill Jinbei.
Please, if nothing else.
Jinbei is gonna be above Carrot, and it's gonna be so amazing. Of course he is. He's there. I'm
curious to see where Jinbei will be, because he hasn't really done anything.
Because he sucks.
At I Love Cats CZ4ZF says, Shonen is the birthplace of terrible takes.
I don't know if that was the first one, but we'll see.
We'll see when we're going down. Oh, thank you for the super chat, Overlord. If there is ever a triggered month, I'm gonna burn down Detroit.
Would
not
make
gonna
it
be
worse.
much different.
Yeah,
same
it
joke.
might be better.
Yes, no, there will never be a triggered month. I don't think there's ever gonna be a creator month. It just seems too much like the same voice, even if it's vastly different series. Like, I don't know how much we can do a Mother's Basement talking about My Hero Academia, even though there's different things going on. He's going to talk about the characters in this one. He's going to talk about the current season in this one. He might talk about a specific arc. It's the same voice, so he's going to have the same thoughts, the same type of opinions, and our counters are basically going to be hearing the same argument and just going with that, as opposed to if we get 5 Demon Slayer videos, we may hear 3 different arguments based on the same arc.
Plus, having done this for so long, we've done basically the creators that we know and are just like the staples. We've done the things that we really want to do, and there's still some stragglers. I think we got 1 Mother's Basement video, like 2 Mark videos, things like that. In the beginning, like, yeah, we could probably fill up a Mark month with all the things, but there's so few things that we know and would like to talk about with a Mark or with a person that Nux Taku. We probably could have banged out a Nux Taku month.
Oh, for sure. But I think there's enough content of like Totally Not Mark where if you wanted to, you could just go every Thursday I'm going to listen to one of their Mark videos, and every Saturday I'm going to listen to a Mark video, and you probably get 6 to 8 weeks worth of content. Who knows? But yeah, there's probably never going to be a creator month. Ice Fire is so stupid. Speaking of cover pages,
crazy. Which
ones are your favorites? Are we talking about cover stories? Or are we talking about just, hey, somebody requested something?
The Frankie and Pink.
Unbelievable.
Simple and clean.
Careful, they're dictators here. I'm glad somebody knows. Horikoshi is such a bum when it comes
to... We prefer tyrants.
when it comes to writing characters.
Jinbei is better than Carrot. She is a bum.
You knew what the consequences was. That's just one of those things. Like I'm gonna do it, and it's just gonna.
Yeah, I know what it's gonna do. Now time me.
I know I'm gonna get fired, so I'm gonna cuss this customer out. I'm about to quit anyway. All right, cool.
Summer's not gonna crack top 20 either. We'll all be mourning.
He might,
honestly. Forgot today was Saturday. One Piece. Corey got it. KLX sweep. Canada States. Blah, 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 blah. What's the most tiring video y'all did? Probably one of the trades.
Probably the 12-hour drits.
You know
the,
what?
The trigs was fine. Oh, that 11-hour trigs, that was completely fine. But the drits, I remember just like, I'm like, I don't want to talk about this no more. Or maybe one of the T23s. Probably the turn.
You know
Goku,
what?
Honestly, because it's just like, hey, I'm Universal Master Goku. Hey, I'm Ultra Master Super Ultra Goku.
If we're talking just straight up content, maybe that Harry Potter boy. We were just lost at the end.
That was pure talking as well, instead of just having the video play for 20 or 30 seconds.
Trigger month will be the end of me. He's so infuriating to listen to. Honestly, I've had enough Trigger for a while, but one Mark vid would be worth a chuckle to me. We haven't checked in on our boy Mark in a while, actually. Corey month, hashtag Corey month. No T23. I hope DA wouldn't say anything suggestive, because now I can't clip it.
The floodgates are open. I ain't got nothing to worry about anymore.
Timestamp the
who's gonna click on timestamps? Get conked.
It's such a dumb decision.
Oh, it's terrible.
Did you hear that One Piece copy Naruto according to Triggered? Apparently, it's something a lot of people are saying. It's such an easy criticism. I don't care about what copies what. Do it good. Mark month is over them hill.
So what's up?
Anime wins April. Oh, I forgot about all those. What is it? Permutation.
No, that'd be terrible.
I think we could do... No, maybe the anime win stuff is the most tiring. But I feel like we could theoretically do an anime wins month. Because each...
No.
Again, theoretically.
Week 3, it's just like, all right.
But it would be...
Oh, this is the voice of Deku. Fine, whatever.
No, we'd still be mad.
No, it'd always be that one thing where it randomly would elevate from the other ones. But for the most part, it'd just be like, that don't make no sense.
T23 will happen in Trust. I would hate a DBZ Imran month. I saw that community. He sounds even dumber than usual. I'm just going to go DSP month, though.
That's probably the closest single person that we can do.
My ALX Mark playlists are titled as Mark Months. Just pages in general. We can't have Film Month because that's just a Tuesday. High key. I warned you, Brody. The 13-hour drits was a crazy time. We prefer tyrants to dictate. Proceed to take someone out back and shoot them. How y'all feeling about that in-movie reveal in this arc? I like what I see, but it's a little too early. Yeah, it's too early. It's too early to say anything. But it looks fine. I like it. I think that's everyone. Unknown. And then we are starting. The One Piece was first. What's up, Gabo, Leo, Hope, Furious, Duhans, and Racketeering Rack, Baku, Victory Greymon, Nami the Goat, Soy Sauce, Blank Canvas, MF Curry, Devil Elf.
Silverheartain says, BG, you would burn down Detroit if y'all did an anime win.
100%. Yeah, I'd be kind of mad about it, honestly. Davey D. Guts, Vanty Robin, Love One Piece Forever, Jet Blaze, Chris, Unknown. Piku, at the very end. I would be infuriated with the anime win seeing this month. Infuriated.
Yeah, no, that'd be it, honestly, because there's not the analysis that I like to do is not there, and
it's almost pure reaction.
Yeah, and that's just not.
And it's annoying.
That's just simply not happening.
Yep. So we start with the One Piece vid. Oh, and I was already blown up from it. We are talking the dumbest villain in One Piece by Nakama Gekko. Gecko.
I just rewatched the arc.
Mm-hmm.
Solid arc.
Captain
Big ups
Kuro...
One Piece. Didn't know you dubbed.
Oh yeah. Captain Kuro is supposed to be a tactical genius, but his plan to serve village is one of the dumbest in all of One Piece. Today we're breaking down just how stupid it really is. Let's see. What's up, Marco?
Captain Kuro is supposed to be a genius, the man who outsmarted the Marines, who wiped out entire...
Okay, outsmarting the Marines doesn't really say anything because the Straw Hats have outsmarted the Marine, and half of them are dumb.
And this is the East Blue, the weakest of the blue. The biggest person that you got there is like a captain, as opposed to the vice admirals, all the other ones later. He Captain Kuro wiped out all of these people. These people were coming to get Kuro. Kuro was just like, "Give me a boat." He went over there, wiped them all out.
Wait, I watched this vid. No, Corey!
Wait, but when you really sit down and look at his so-called master plan in Syrup Village, this guy might actually be the dumbest villain in all of One Piece. His plan is so convoluted, so reliant on blind luck, and so full of holes that I honestly can't believe Oda wanted us to take it seriously.
Oh,
So let's
convoluted? Absolutely not. Come here for 3 years, get in good with the people.
So that when you're written into the will, it's not like, hey, hold on, what's going on there?
break down just how stupid Captain Kuro and his plan really is. First of all, let's quickly take a look at Captain Kuro's master plan. Before I explain what's
At
so
Nami
bad
the Goat 5719 says,
That's too many numbers.
Driz December would be flames.
No, it wouldn't.
about it. First of all, he hypnotizes a lookalike that he's the real Captain Kuro, and also a defeated marine soldier that he's the one who captured him. Fun fact, this soldier later became Axe and Morgan. He then leaves his crew behind, pretends to be some poor stranded wanderer, strolls into Syrup Village, and hopes the richest family there takes pity on him. By some miracle, it actually works and they hire him. He puts on a butler.
He played on the kindness of good people. And even if they weren't the type to just take in a stranger, all it takes is him doing odd jobs around the village for a year, and then they're like, well, you've shown yourself to be capable and all this, we're looking for blah blah blah.
Be a gardener, kill the gardener in the village. Oh, we need a new gardener. He's the gardener.
Weather looking bad in Detroit, it's looking bad. It's been bad for a minute. It's been raining like crazy. I think Driz deleted all his videos. Really?
Some of these YouTubers love using a paper background thing for some reason. I forget who started. It was either Seth the Program or Swag Kage, but they were one of the first people that I recognized.
Fact, and for the next 3 years he works tirelessly serving little Kaya. His ultimate goal is to make her put him and only him in her will, then take her out with the help of his old pirate crew and make it seem like an accident when she's no longer useful. And that's it, that's the genius plan.
No. You don't. The reason why he wants to do that is because he can now live his peaceful life. He has a lot of money. He's ingratiated with the village. The Marines are not looking for him. And he gets everything that he wants. Mm-hmm. That's why he's doing all of this.
If it was just about the money, he could just go steal it as a pirate.
Yes.
Again, the East Blue is not very strong. Arlong was... They basically said the Straw Hats saved the East Blue by defeating Arlong, who was, let's not forget, pretty much a bum.
Big brain scheme is to play butler for a sick kid for 3 years and hope nobody notices when she mysteriously dies right after signing all her money.
She's a sick kid and then she dies!
Yes. In a pirate attack. It's not like the will was dated this day. You look in her house and you find a sealed note just like, okay, here's the will. It's not like in today, this hour, this minute, stabbed dead.
Money over to him. If this is tactical genius, then Buggy is the second coming of Sun Tzu. But
he was also ingratiated with the village. When Usopp was just like, look, the pirates are coming, they literally said, you should be an upstanding person like Klahadore. So they already trust him that much. They showed him walking around the village, talking to people, having fun with children all around him. You see him shopping with Kaya. So it's just like, this is just a normal, super nice dude. Who else would she leave her money to? Probably like disperse it through the village. But then it's just like, well, Claudor will probably do that. So just have him do it that way. But yeah, I see. What's the issue with the plan of, I'm going to write my will to the butler? It might even just be like to Mary and all the servants, because they were just like all the servants are gone for the weekend, so there are other servants. But he's he seems to have a very high position in the manor because he's the one who's waiting on Kaya. So he's not like the cook who just sees her maybe once a day. This is just her personal person. So of all the people, I can see it being him and Mary.
Stream's messed up, or the chat's messed up. Give me a second.
Kuro explicitly said his ultimate goal was peace of mind. Yeah. And he just completely neglected that.
Here we are. The first problem is that the East Blue is repeatedly called the weakest of the four seas. Kuro is obviously strong enough to carve through marines and outsmart entire fleets. And instead of just plundering a few towns, taking some loot, and settling down somewhere quiet and comfortable, this guy decides to waste 3 years polishing silverware and
because he would always need to be looking over
Yes.
his shoulder if he did it that way.
Captain Kuro is still alive. He's right here. Go get him, Marines. Who would trust the famous Captain Kuro? Usopp, just some random dude, heard about him. So he is famous in the East Blue. He has a bounty. Luffy went through Orangetown, Syrup Village, Baratier, and all the way up to Arlong Park without getting a bounty. He has a bounty. So he is famous here. He's not just going to be able to sit down and just be chilling in a village.
tea. 3 years. You're telling me he couldn't have just raided a handful of villages and lived like a king? But apparently
He doesn't want to live like a king. He wants to live like a rich peasant. He wants to live a simple, no looking over your shoulder, no strife, normal life. That is what he wanted.
With people that like and accept him.
Because, like you said, he could raid a bunch of pirate ships and gather that money and then go to Syrup Village or something, or some other small town. But, again, Marines may end up starting to look for him.
The news might just put out updated bounties of just, here are still the criminals out there. You see Kuro on there he is next door.
At Racketeering Grot says, he thinks Kuro can just go about things like it's a strategy game.
Legit. Robin had to look over her shoulder her entire life, and she was just a little kid. I hated you.
Shut up.
cosplaying as a butler was the superior option. The dumbest part is how the entire plan starts. He just walks up to the mansion and hopes they'll give him a job. That's it. That's the plan. No backup. No second option.
No, we didn't see a backup or a second option because that one worked.
Yes.
Just like when we're going through the Alabasta arc, there is a plan and there's many failings within that plan. So then the backup plan comes. Oh, but we're stopping Vivi from coming here. We're stopping Vivi and Koza from meeting. But if they happen to start running across from each other, fire off a shot to obscure their vision so they can't talk to each other. Oh, you stopped the bomb? Well, it's also on a timer, so it's gonna blow up anyway. It's not hard. There is no need to see a backup plan if the initial plan works.
Really. Just hire me, please. What if Kaya's parents said
no?
What if they already had a full staff?
What if they said no? Do odd jobs in the village and he may get hired someday. Yeah. How did they get the rest of their servants? Where did they come from? I gotta assume within the village. So if it's about a trust thing, he starts gaining the trust of the villagers. Eventually he gets hired.
He's just a nice guy who is well versed in X thing.
Especially considering he gets hired and then he's essentially the head butler in 3 years. So he has to be meticulous.
What if they didn't take pity on some sketchy stranger in glasses? His whole
Pause. And see, you have to add the fact that he's sketchy. He's just
David
some
Guts
bum
says,
dude.
First of all, she's rich. He would get way more money doing this than looting villages. Second of all, he has said in every medium he does not even like having a wanted poster.
Yeah.
Because he hates it.
Yeah, so if he goes around looting places, his bounty's just going to get more and more, which causes more and more problems for him.
Would have ended before it even started. It's insane because most rich families in One Piece wouldn't even open the door for some random drifter. But
no, most of the rich families in the Grand Line in the New World. We're talking celestial dragons. We're talking the super hoity-toity. We come from a big village, or we come from a big city or a big island, and I can get whatever I want. As opposed to this small town that legitimately might have 35 complete residents. That's including the servants in the town.
Somehow Kai's parents are like, sure, we'll hire this guy we know nothing about to live in our house and basically raise our daughter. And Kuro calls himself a genius. If they had turned him away, what was he gonna do?
Again, we just stated what he could.
Yeah, there's plenty of things that he can do. Do you think that he would have just like, dang, I'm cooked? I thought that would have worked. And just walk away
and start being a pirate again.
Like, he has a whole plan for months, and I'm gonna hypnotize 2 separate people, and then to make it feel like I am dead 100%.
Wander off to the next island and try again.
Those are nobles, different than rich. Yeah, it's essentially like a multi-billionaires versus somebody that created an app and ended up with like $2.5 million. They may necessarily still be a super chill, nice person.
And what is rich in this village? Because they were just like, hey, we found this ship that has 5 million berries, and they were like, 5 million. So that's not even that is one person's bounty. So they might have 10 million. That's big for this village, but it's good enough for Koro to have that private life he wants.
Hope there's another rich heiress with weak parents willing to hire some random hobo as their butler. That's not strategy. That's dumb luck dressed as brilliance. But somehow we don't have to pretend that this succeeds, because it actually works out for him. He gets the job. He's Kaya's beloved butler. Everything is going smoothly. But here's the problem. The timing still makes him look insanely suspicious. He shows up and suddenly Kai's parents are dead. Kuro didn't actually kill them. That was just another dumb
No,
luck.
he didn't say. There was never a time frame given about when they died. Mm-hmm. And he said it wasn't his. He did nothing about that. So it wasn't even him. And
they could have died 2 years before.
Yeah, that's not. He didn't do anything, so it's not suspicious.
But if you're playing the long game here, that's not exactly the kind of coincidence you want on your resume.
But
it's a coincidence. What do you want him to do?
And if he was there for 3 years, he could have just hypnotized all of them. Or it could have been like, it could have hypnotized the parents and then killed everybody else with the pirate raid. Just like, we leave all our belongings to Kaya, the servants, blah, 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 Claudor, Mary, the servants, in this order, blah, 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 whatever it's gonna be. He kills everybody. Still the same plan. The parents dying just meant it went to Kaya, and now Kaya's the target as opposed to the parents.
Then you look at the bigger picture. Kaya is literally the only rich person on the island. The only one. If she suddenly dies in some accident right after editing her will to benefit the butler, who do you think?
Who has seen that will?
Yes.
When did that will get drafted up?
And it is an accident. Show that it's an accident, and what could they do? Like, no, it wasn't an accident?
I think everyone is going to point their fingers at. The sheep-looking butler, Mary? The Usopp pirates? No, it's gonna be the mysterious guy with glasses who conveniently showed up right before tragedy struck. For someone who prides himself on being untouchable, he basically put a giant neon sign over his head saying...
He is very... What if?
Yes.
What if this happened? And they're not even like good what ifs that this happened. Because it makes no sense for what he's talking about. It's who would they point the finger at? It's like, what do you mean? Literally said, make it look like an accident. She is shown that she's super sick. There was a pirate raid going on. Claudor has been nothing but super nice. He had kids all around him. He's talking to all these old ladies. So much so that Kaya had Mary go out and get him some new glasses, some new fancy glasses. So that's how much it's. And he's just like, well, obviously it was the muff and butler that had something to do with this accident, because another thing happened when he showed up. What?
I'm the one who
How
did
would
it.
how did he jump to that conclusion? It's crazy.
And then we get to another incredibly dumb part of the plan. Before the pirate raid, Kuro decides he needs to get rid of Mary, Kaya's other butler. Now, Mary isn't exactly a powerhouse. This man looks like Moji's long-lost cousin. But Kuro, the guy who supposedly wrecked entire navy fleets, somehow fails to kill him. Instead, Mary survives and tells Kaya everything, completely blowing up the entire operation.
Pause.
And
She woke up at dawn, after dawn. Kuro was sitting on the steps going, they are late. So by the time that she had woken up, the plan was already supposed to have happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like she woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning right after this happened. They were late.
She shouldn't have even had the opportunity to talk to him.
Yes. Now him not dying,
At Hope Dash
he should have
Fan
died.
says, it would have been blamed on the pirates that attacked the village. But they
100
were also
easy.
gone 'cause Kuro said he was gonna get kill the black cats the whole time after the raid.
Yes. That pirate raid accident, you can't be like, whoa, Kuro orchestrated all. What mega mind in that village is going to be like, well, this is clearly all of his 3-year plan.
funniest part, even if Mary had died, Kaya still would have found him laying on the ground and instantly realized something was off.
But she wouldn't have if the plan had gone to fruition.
Like it
the
was
pirates
supposed to.
would already be there. So this instance wouldn't have even mattered.
So the plan still collapses. Kuro gains nothing by trying to take out Mary. Why not just let him die in the pirate raid as Kaya? This just adds another layer of suspicion to his
AI,
Yeah, boy.
Kuro,
Collar's wrong. No poop on his jacket.
big ups.
already flimsy disguise. The mastermind pirate couldn't even finish the job against a sheep-looking accountant. And now we get to when
He
the
didn't
actors-
need to.
Fighting
He
stuff.
was gone. Kaya gets an accident. Oh, that sheep dude's alive. Kill him as well. Bing, bang, boom.
And what does he do? Instead of helping his crew when they're clearly struggling, he gives them a ridiculous 5-minute deadline to defeat both Luffy and Zoro. 5 minutes, as if his crew of
Because
jobbers.
neither of these people have a bounty.
Mhm.
Koro doesn't know about them.
How could he possibly know their strength?
It is conservatively 25 on 4 people, including the Meow Band brothers, where Django was just like, oh, I forgot we got our ace in the hole. So Koro's just like, and they said that all this time we've been plundering and doing all these things, still doing pirate life. So it's just like, we'll kill these 4 rando people.
One being Usopp, who he knows ain't worth a
Line to defeat.
Actually, his first argument about ridiculousness of Kuro plan goes against argument about what everyone else would think is Kuro. Why would Muff spend 3 years babysitting the and betray
Yeah,
him?
just thinking like that, just be like, why would it be him?
Both Luffy and Zoro. 5 minutes, as if his crew of jobbers could take down 2 of the most stubborn fighters in the East Blue.
He doesn't know that.
Yes, they have not made a name for themselves except for Zoro,
Who does not have a bounty, even though he's the bounty hunter.
and the Mian brothers were giving them hands for a little bit there.
And Yosaku and Johnny are bounty hunters, and they're nobody. So you can just be a bounty hunter and still be like, yeah, you alright.
Oh, it's the pirate hunter Zoro, him? And then he gets done up by Mihawk, and it's just like, well, what are we supposed to do here?
And then John go hypnotized, and it was like, yeah, 8 times your strength. Somebody hits a rock, and the whole cliff breaks apart. So it's just like, yes, it's feasible for him to be like, I'm not getting my hands dirty at all. Y'all do this.
And Kuro was out of the game for a long time, probably doesn't even know Zoro, because I doubt the newspaper is like, and bounty hunter Zoro has captured the...
This time. And while they're desperately trying to survive, what does Kuro do? He just stands there watching. And then when he finally decides to step in, does he focus on Luffy, you know, the actual threat that could ruin his plan? No, of course not. He splits his attention between Luffy and his own crew. He literally starts
No, he doesn't do that. He does that because Luffy is getting a hold of him. He can't hit Luffy, so he just goes, "Oh, I'm gonna do my out of the bag attack," and they just don't do that. So it's just so wild that Luffy can't get him.
Yes, and the crew marks that it attacks friend and foe because it's so fast and wild that he just attacks everybody.
attacking the people he needs to succeed. It's like if a football
AI Kuro, big up.
And Kuro quite clearly said, "I am the captain. It's y'all fools' job to die for me. It's y'all fools' job to do what I say and die for me if that's what I choose to do."
Says, "Damn, Kuro is such a bum. He should have known about a kid who was hidden from the world who's the son of someone very important training for 10 years in some bum village. What a dumbass."
He should have just knew that. It's so wild to me that he keeps AIing these things when the first thing he did was Kuro just standing in a convention. So clearly you have the capacity to Photoshop this. Photoshop this. Blood on this scarf towel? Like, what is this? That was AI too? What? I was not paying attention. I just saw Kuro's shoes.
What? Wait. It just... No, it looked like it was just Photoshop. 5 minutes flat. Who knows where that was?
Who knows?
There it is.
Okay.
Nah.
No, you can see the artifacting. I think unless this image, the convention image, is Photoshop, I don't think Kuro himself is AI into this.
I think he is Photoshopped.
Yes.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
It looks too out of place with the rest.
Now, that right hand looks kind of floopy.
Yeah, but that could just be cutting out the Photoshop you did the wand tool.
Or it could just be the actual shot in the show, because there is some early One Piece shot that looks kind of...
Kuro, drop these bums in 5 minutes or I'll do it. Kuro, there are about 50 of you in the strength of 8 men and you are losing. F this, all y'all done, hold still. I'm gonna use my AoE.
Legitimately.
It's so many of them. He's just like, if you all can't kill 3 people in 5 minutes.
a football coach started tackling his own players.
Oh my goodness.
At Carlo Limo 2000.
Look at the collar.
I was talking about when Kuro was holding that I did it, Sai.
Oh yeah, no, we already talked about that. Yeah, we knew that one.
Yeah,
we knew that one was AI.
Look at this mom sweeping for this dude. Crazy.
I cannot believe you're caping for a month, making arguments like, why Kuro attack everybody when his attack is to attack everybody?
Why is he trying to get trusted to make himself in the will? That doesn't make any sense.
When he could just pillage village and get the money.
This motherfucker is like, hey, I watched this. These fools ain't gonna have nothing to say about this video. This dude is... Oh
no, this is just one of his bad videos.
Yeah, okay.
The others are good. This your man?
In the middle of a game because they weren't scoring enough. That's not genius, that's like a toddler throwing a tantrum. From there, it all unravels exactly how you'd expect. Luffy fights Kuro, and he beats him down like every other early villain in the series. But honestly, the wild part is that Kuro's plan should have collapsed way before Luffy even got involved. It relied on blind luck, insane coincidences, and nobody in the village asking even the most basic questions. The whole scheme...
Pause. We don't know this the situation behind the parents' death. So.
We don't know the vetting that they did for this guy that came into their village. In fact, the guards were like, no! And it had to be the maid dude was like, no, we will take him here, we will do this.
It's built on toothpicks, basically.
Because if the parents, one was poisoned and one fell down the stairs, it's like...
I can't imagine it being hard to read what was said on the page, but here we are.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is one of those things where it seems like I have already set in my mind that this is a bad plan, and I'm gonna look specifically for what makes it a bad plan, but not look at the things that make it a good plan, or look for oppositional things to my already established thoughts.
He ranked every silhouette in a One Piece. That was a good video. That sounds like a good video.
Yeah, but
Would
there's
not
no
qualify him
thoughts
as
in
one.
that. That is
Yes.
just looking at a picture and just going, well, that doesn't look like Loki at all, D tier.
It
But when
lasted
you get this man's thoughts, he just goes, well, you know what I'm saying?
Why not attack villages? Because he wanted a peaceful life. But he could have lived like king. Why attack Mary when because if the plan went through, it wouldn't have even mattered. But he could have. And Jinbei's fit is horrible.
Villager, hey Kuro, did you kill your boss and his wife? Kuro, no. Villager, okay, have a nice day.
Yeah, I can't do anything more than this. Zoro? No, Usopp. Usopp. Brooke.
Ranking them?
Yep. Zoro, Frankie, Sanji, Nami, Jinbei, Robin.
Give me 1 second. I forgot what Chopper looks like. Egghead. Okay. Brooke.
Usopp, buddy. I'm sorry.
Chopper.
Oh yeah, okay. I couldn't see Chopper in this shot.
That blue on blue is good, and the blue and
Chopper
pink look
3.
amazing.
Chopper 3.
Usopp
Usopp, Brooke, Chopper.
says, hey ChatGPT, can you write me a script for why Kuro is the dumbest One Piece villain, please?
ChatGPT can do a better job. Luffy, Zoro, Frankie, Nami, Robin, Jinbei. Not being biased at all. Big ups.
The fact it lasted 3 years is honestly the most unrealistic thing about One Piece, which is filled with unrealistic things.
Why?
Why is that unrealistic? He's going, I need to be trusted in this village.
Otherwise, it's gonna look real weird if I've been here 2 months and I'm in the wheel.
I am the will.
Kuro is not a genius, he's a poser. His plan is needlessly complicated, luck dependent.
It's not complicated. Come here, gain trust, pirates attack, girl dies, hypnotized to right and wheel. I'm in the wheel.
It's for sure convoluted, but it's not complicated.
It's very straightforward.
With that being said, it needs to be that way in order to obfuscate his identity.
He's self-sabotaging at every turn. The only thing he really proved is that you can waste 3 years of your life pretending to be a butler and lose to a robber kid who is wanted.
So nobody questioned anything with the parents. So that worked, even though he had nothing to do with one of them. So you're automatically just assuming that something would go wrong with people investigating after a pirate attack, and they would just go, well, it's you, Kuro. Just for somehow.
So yeah, as you can probably tell,
Who is the guy on the left?
He loves AI.
Why is he have
very
a
much.
beard?
He loves it so very, very. That is not Kuro doing his glasses push-up. I don't know who that guy is.
I'm not exactly Captain Kuro's biggest fan. I'll give him credit for one thing though. His arc did a lot for Usopp's character.
It was the
Man loves
introduction.
AI so much.
Watching Usopp
That's
finally
real.
step up to protect one thing
That's
though. His arc
the memories of
yeah.
Usopp's character. Watching
At
Usopp
Krista
finally
Jolt
step
says, Kuro T23 right there.
up to protect Kaya and
But he goes, it does so much for Usopp's character. This was the introduction of it.
Yes. This would be like going Drum Island did a lot for Chopper's character.
I don't know what this is what we're getting. This is the basis for his character. He
The
is
foundation.
cowardly, but that moment where he's just like, no, I'm just lying. I'm gonna lie to my friends just to get them out of here and then figure something out. Amazing stuff.
I'm gonna make this truth into a lie by protecting the village.
his village was way more impactful than anything Kuro ever did himself. The sheer stupidity of his plan makes it almost impossible to take him seriously as a villain. He's supposed to be this genius, but in reality he's just a glorified butler who got outsmarted by some teenagers.
He
Anyway,
didn't get outsmarted. He got outpunched.
Yeah, the plan was stopped because they were stronger.
Yeah, they didn't outsmart the people with the oil barrel and then they slipped up the hill or anything. They were at the wrong hill. They went to the right one and then they started punching everybody.
Delaying them going into the village and attacking the mansion and all that stuff. And then they beat up Kuro.
thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video,
There you go. That's Corey's favorite YouTuber.
Yeah, that's his man.
Judge him.
First subscriber, first member, foundational. Yeah, that's like an 8.
Yeah. That's just a complete he was missing the peaceful life thing,
Yeah.
which
As
informs
Yakajiro
so
says,
much of it. And
I hate how he's being stupidly reductive about Kuro's expectations of Luffy.
Yeah.
That dumbass rubber kid can fold Warlord without their devil fruit hacks.
it's just crazy. It's just the complete reduction of it. But
It was a really bad video.
really bad.
It just didn't make me as mad as you'd expect. So now we're talking about...
That's what you said, Corey.
Now we're talking about Shonen is the birthplace of terrible takes by YozakuraSensei.
No, the internet is. As evidenced by Corey.
Yes. That's his man.
Hashtag his goat, Corey said. I don't know why you said that.
Hashtag one and only GOAT.
Hashtag better than ALS. He said it. I don't know what he's talking
Hashtag
about.
never a bad video.
Hashtag perfect.
Critique, criticism, and bad takes are all the things that contribute to the anime and manga community's discussion.
Nope. Music, movies, TV shows.
Every community
everything,
has
anything.
good and bad takes, period. Today we talk about some of those takes and have a little fun with things. Thank you for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you want to talk about what you perceive to be bad takes and then dissecting them, that's one thing. Attributing it to, Shonen, terrible takes. Like, no. Everything has terrible takes.
Even in the anime and manga genre, are you saying that seinen is completely peaceful, shoujo, all whatever else there is out there?
Monks get heated over shipping in the same series.
I'm sure you can find some hentai discussions where people are smashing each other. Well, not that
Metaphorically
way, but
and
in the words way.
Yeah, so let's get into this.
Today we are going to do something very different and talk about my experience with the shonen community and terrible takes. Growing up,
What other communities are you involved with? Are you in the Game of Thrones community? Are you
Video
in
games community?
Are you in
Firm software?
yeah, like the Street Fighter community? What other communities do you partake in to where you see discussions?
And you can weigh them versus how things are going on in the anime community and see how toxic they are and how. I'm just going to his channel. That dog again.
As he is wont to do, or it.
It's like just anime. Not seeing anything
At
else.
Chris the Chilled says, his video title alone is a nothing burger hamburger.
It kind of is. Is the birthplace. So there has never been terrible takes pre-Shonen becoming popularized. There were no terrible takes in the 70s and 60s and 70s. No, we're not bringing Corey on the mic. Wait for the one strike.
One strike.
Because reasons. Because he's 2 down already.
He had a video on Disney Plus, but that seems to be it.
I was very much the type of person to enjoy anime in peace. I wasn't one to interact in online discussions, and as such was pretty much absent from all sorts of
Pause.
discourse that
You have a YouTube channel. Is this pre the YouTube channel?
And, if you're just consuming other things like Star Wars, if you're just consuming Star Wars and not interacting with that community, how are you going to see the terrible takes? How are you going to see the great takes? How are you going to see any takes? So the only thing that happened was you started inundating yourself more with community and you found some terrible takes. Just like if you were to inundate yourself with the the MCU community, you would find some terrible takes. So you're discovering the toxic side of communities. Welcome to the real life, kid. It happens to everyone in every single fandom.
Went on during the era of the big three being serialized weekly, with it now just being One Piece. From the content creators I would watch, however, you would always hear one
Big Triggs! Big Triggs! Up top! On the mic!
Big up!
Hey, he watched that top video. He ain't watched Triggered.
reoccurring take amongst them being that the anime community is terrible.
Red Blaze! Big ups!
All the warriors!
It's the end game, and all of them are coming out the portals.
Yeah, nah, so what's up?
They would not dare try to debate amongst any fandom and its fans, and it wasn't until I was older that I realized that the shonen anime community especially is truly the birthplace of terrible takes, controversy, and rapid dogpiling. I'm not saying that all the other genres and demographics are immune to this type of behavior from fans, but majority of the time,
Lester 5424 says, "We can't get away of the guy. What?
We can't escape from this What? Tricks!
but majority of the time, it really is the shonen community.
You weren't even a part of it until whenever you got into it. So how can you say, hey, the romance community, hey, the seinen community? How can you say that if you're not interacting with them?
Because NAKAMA just did a video that's just like shonen, romance slop or something like that. Romance anime are going downhill.
And I hope it's because of will they, won't they, because I will be watching that video now.
Whatever. Be that as it may.
No, that is the may.
This is every single community. If you have two people who have dissenting opinions, no matter what it is, and you put them into a room, you're gonna get some discourse. And even if you have two people who like the same thing, if somebody was to walk into the room right now, like, I love One Piece, like, who's your favorite character? Jinbei. Well, we got a problem now. Yeah. And that has nothing to do with shonen or seinen or whatever. It is a character that they like and a character that I do not like. How many people are like, yo, New 52 is trash compared to the proper canon? How many people are like, Ultimate Spider-Man sucks when the proper canon is where it's at? It's not
the
simply
mainline tag
anime and manga or even shonen. You need to broaden your horizons.
Shoot, look at people talk about Superman and Batman. They're in the same thing and they're best friends.
As a person who's in the anime, manga, and gaming communities, I can confidently say they all suck.
They all suck. Yeah. Man, if I gotta hear one more thing about Mubs taking over discourse in gaming with woke, anti-woke nonsense, Mubs talking about pragmata is causing women to want to give birth to children and men to become fathers, I'm not interested in that. Talk about the mechanics and the plot of the game.
I saw somebody on Twitter that was just like, it was just a clip from Pragmata. Like, this is creepy. Men do not have paternal instincts if they don't have children. It's all about pedophilia. It's like, you just blanking and that's just wrong? Mom can't like a game without just being a pedophile, straight up.
And the game can't be good without moms going, yeah, this is helping us get mothers. Like, no!
This is pushing some agenda some way. But it's just like, I don't know, man, the game's fun.
Grace has a big gun and it hurts her when she shoots it. I don't know, man.
You don't hear a peep from shoujo.
Hey, clip them saying it.
Yeah, yeah. See you in the Discord.
Shoujo fans, but majority of the time, it really is the shonen community. You don't hear a peep from shoujo fans and
oh, you are not part of that community. You hear them within their same series complaining and being toxic and
At Racketeering Grot says, some dumbass is complaining about a black woman voicing the child and then ProZD caught more flack. It's like, y'all don't like anything.
Yeah, so people are always merit-based. They love Diana's voice in Pragmata, and then suddenly it's a black woman. It's like, well, why? What's going on? Shut the f up.
But majority of the time, it really is the shonen community. You don't hear a peep from shoujo fans and romance fans being involved in controversy, and sports fans are literally...
What controversy are you talking about?
Yeah.
And sports fans are part of shonen because they can be in Jump titles. iShield was a sports manga in Jump. So was Slam Dunk.
Yeah, we need to establish what's the controversy that you're talking about before you go, this community doesn't have it, first and foremost.
Vibing all the time. Fantasy has always been a hit or miss for people, and the most it'll...
Fantasy is a genre within shonen. Do you think shonen is a genre? That has to be it.
come down to is seinen fans going out with shonen fans on some superiority nonsense, because I guess things like Berserk can't be critiqued.
Hey, no. How about people saying Beastars is creepy simply because it's a bunch of animals in?
To be fair.
No, it's good. I promise you.
Flip them.
Oh, wait.
Wee woo, wee woo.
And that's the problem. Pragmata looks fun, but those people put me off. Thank you for the Super Chat Overlord.
Yeah, big time.
There's so much I want to talk about in so many different games, but it's so hard to talk about like Clair Obscure because moms are just like, oh, there's no black people here and it smashed records. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that, bro.
That's not what I'm about. That's not the conversation I want to have.
I am not a fury. It is a good series, point blank period. Open your eyes, people. Open your eyes.
Now let me put this in a broader perspective. My Hero Academia is the first series that got me to interact with the shonen community. God bless it not being well triggered, because
then that's like, okay, even if you did it when the anime first came out, we're talking 8 years ago you first started interacting?
When if it was early like that.
Yeah, like I'm saying, the anime first came out, you watched 3 episodes and then went, I want to talk to people about this.
I legit had long conversations with fans because they believe she enjoyed what happened at the eclipse. You are not part of the Berserk community. There are some people that are dumb.
There are some people that are dumb and have bad takes in every community. And what's this controversy you're talking about when it's talking about terrible takes and not the problems of the community? Yes, Clair Obscure. And that's the thing. Games are good regardless of the sales, or bad regardless of the sales.
You obviously want the games that you want,
yes,
that you like to do better, because there may be sequels or DLCs, or to just reward the developers that worked on it.
Yes. And maybe even change Final Fantasy back to turn-based based on this, huh?
No.
Huh? Huh? Final Fantasy sold, the last one sold like 5 million copies. Clair Obscure sold 8 million. Hey, maybe turn-based is fine.
Nope. We're on our path.
Persona has done nothing but increase sales every time a new mainline title is coming out. Maybe.
I think I would lose my mind by now. The reason why I got on things like Twitter and even beginning content creation was simply because I wanted to find more people to share that joy of enjoyment. Little did I know that trying to engage with such a large community was going to be the biggest task of a lifetime.
Pause.
Yes.
There's no way that you can assume that you can just put out a video or go on Twitter and go, I like this thing, without getting any pushbacks. You can't do that with anything in life. I'm sorry if you just want positivity around you, but that's simply not going to happen. It is not reasonable to think that it could ever happen, no matter what the community is. People argue cats and dogs. We got 2 cats. One of them is obviously the better cat.
Yes.
But somebody could make an argument for the worst cat. And I'm like, man, phew, that cat sucks. And that's just 2 living beings in this bit, and one of them sucks.
McChicken sucks.
So it's whatever the case may be. Somebody could look at Homelander's outfit right now and just go, I like his outfit more. We had that little not the
opening.
Strap. Yeah, when he had that down because of X, Y, and Z. I would like his color to be a little more blue and less saturated.
Vibrant.
Blue. Yeah. There
At
could be
Racketeering
any
Box
number of things.
It would be better if tries to talk about the illiteracy epidemic and how that's maybe correlated with having so many asinine
Yes,
discussions.
that especially considering the last video we watched of just like, why doesn't Kuro just pillage? Did you watch that design video?
Not yet.
Oh, you suck!
You know what's up.
Yeah.
But it is unreasonable to assume that you can just put out a whole video on a popular thing and just like, I have
nothing
only
but thumbs up.
Yep, here we go. Keep that other dissenting opinions to yourself.
See, the first thing I expected people to be was factually modest in their arguments. If you were gonna debate something, come with the facts and try to win it, and oh my god, was I so painfully naive to think that. See, 4 years ago, it was constant back and forth between My Hero Academia and Black Clover. The root of it all coming from constant, non-stop comparisons. See, I get that everyone is going to have personal pride as a fan in their series and will gas things up when they can to spread the hype and awareness. However, the amount of
I do not do that, sorry.
play people do towards any series that isn't their own favorite is absolutely insane.
And you think that does not happen in shoujo? I'm sorry, that's naive. That you have people whose essentially personality is attached to a particular series, and they are gonna go hard for that series, regardless of genre.
And I see nothing wrong with going, man, that sucks. My is good.
I've seen takes from My Hero Academia has no world building and Deku didn't work to earn.
That's dumb arguments. Debunk those arguments. Talk about those specific arguments. The world building is bad, but it exists. Anytime somebody says something has zero world building, they are not worth engaging with.
Something that I realized very recently that I just love quietly is just anytime that you see Uraraka sleeping, she has mittens on. It's never brought up, but we know that because of her quirk, if she touches something, it starts floating. When she touches it, she gets sick. So she doesn't want to get sick when she sleeps, so she puts on gloves. Or
she doesn't want whatever she's sleeping on to float away.
So it's just there in the background.
Because we would have to know at some point she was a kid, a 7-year-old or something, sleeping, and her bed started floating away.
And I think that that's amazing stuff there. It's just a character thing. We understand the mechanics and we understand why she's doing that.
You're not talking about shonen fans. You're just talking about
You're talking about anything and everything. You're not talking about shonen fans. Mums will compare milk fries.
Yes, McDonald's
has the best fries.
Mums will argue over fast food restaurants. Taco Bell sucks. Taco Bell's amazing.
It's anything and everything. And people will downplay the thing that they don't like or think is lesser to hype their things up. If you're not expecting that, then you haven't had too many conversations with actual people when you're talking about comparing things. This thing does not do the thing that I like. This thing does not do the thing better than the thing that I like. And that's the conversation. You go back and forth. Now, you will always get those people that are just like, Black Clover sucks. Naruto has better world building. Peace out. It's like, well, they suck. Yeah. They're not here for the conversation. Yes. They're just here to spew piece the out, and that's them. They suck. But don't interact with them. Don't engage with them. They got their own thing going on over there. But if you want to talk about them, well, again, like we said, there's those type of people in all kinds of things. You go on any music reviewing website, I'm sure you won't see any recent album 1 star. This sucks. Move on.
Taylor Swift fans have bombarded people for giving her album negative reviews.
Insane. I've seen takes from My Hero Academia has no world building and Deku didn't work to earn one for all to Black Clover is just magic Naruto, and it leaves me utterly flabbergasted. You ever see it?
Yes, those are people with surface level criticisms that don't really have anything to talk about in terms of positivity or negativity in terms of whatever series they're talking about. They just want to spew
my life has been tough over the last decade.
It's practically propaganda to make mom just think Magic Naruto. This is Magic Naruto. This is Magic Naruto. This is Magic Naruto. I've heard a lot of people saying Magic Naruto.
Tweet that makes you wonder what is going on inside somebody's head that makes them type and send out a message because I see them.
Hey, please get into the internet wrestling community. It is the most toxic you will ever see in your fucking life. There was a mass release of talent from the WWE yesterday.
Big yikes.
And motherfuckers were adding wrestlers like, hey, yo, don't pick up your phone.
Almost every day. It was already bad enough with MHA and Black Clover going at it, and then Demon Slayer into the fray with its animation, and now
Pause. With MHA and Black Clover going at it, you cited two things, didn't cite anybody, and just went, this what happens.
Get the people like Triggered, where they just put out rage bait slop and will call it trash no matter what. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You cannot just go, everybody on the internet should be set to this standard, because you're never going to reach that.
Yes.
And once you see that, hey, there are these absolute trash people out there, I wouldn't put out a video. It's just like, yep, there are these trash people out there. They're going to be trash, and I'm not going to be trash.
The carry by animation take. It's already bad enough that the misconception of budget equals better animation take is so deeply rooted that it's practically irreversible, and Ufotable keeps cooking so much that it won't go away.
Who says that budget equals quality?
Yeah.
Who said? Show me some numbers about what the budget is for Demon Slayer versus a Jujutsu Kaisen or a Black Clover or a pre-hype One Piece. I don't know what it is. It could just be people working harder to have this type of thing. It could be better technologies, could be filtering, could be any number of things. I don't know what this argument of budget equals quality comes from. I just know people go in pretty, and it's like, yes, obviously in pretty, and Demon Slayer is popular because of in pretty. I'm not going it's popular because of the budget is so high that it becomes pretty. I don't know what the budget is. I wouldn't argue that. If people aren't citing the budget and just going budget equals quality, you don't listen to them. You need to learn how to not listen to people. Quite frankly.
Spending $70 million on a movie 30 years ago is not gonna equate to the CGI of $70 million budget. Simply because techniques have gotten better. The technology has improved, so on and so forth. I don't know what the budget of anything is in terms of anime. Some animators are like, I got paid $13 to animate this 30-second scene. I don't know. They evade taxes. Like,
some people are just like, I get paid 30,000 yen a year. I'm just like, oh, you missing a zero?
Says, I think this guy needs to be online for a bit longer if he thinks Shonen is the worst. Also hate how the title just lied to my face.
They definitely need to learn what the internet is. Because some people just simply just go, this sucks, enter. And there will be those people that either don't want to express themselves or don't know how to express themselves or just are non-confrontational and just want to bring some people down. Whatever the case may be, I don't address those people. And when we get those comments that are just like, this sucks, it's like, can you explain why this sucks?
We just got one recently. It was just like, yo, did y'all just mean to pause every 5 seconds or what?
And like, hate on this person.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't hate on anybody, and this is the format we like. Sometimes there's problems with it. What are you gonna do? But we like doing it. Shrug shoulders. I mean,
that's probably the one take that is so bad it should be a crime to say it. People do not realize just how long it takes for animators to make a single scene, and them getting money thrown in front of them does not make anything be drawn faster.
Can you show me?
But if you have the money for it, if you have a budget of, let's say, just say 100,000, and that means you can hire 3 people, and you have a budget of 400,000, and that means you can hire 10 people. Well, you've got an extra 7 people that can animate other scenes while this person is animating this scene.
Or they can add more frames in between.
Yes, there's so much stuff.
But you're just going, these people.
Better equipment.
Yeah. There's so much that goes into even the complaints that these people are having.
But you know what? I'm not gonna do it today. Instead, we're gonna move on to when JJK into the
brother man. You was the terrible take that it's carried by animation. How about you engage with that terrible take and talk about why it's terrible, as opposed to just saying it is terrible?
I get the feeling that he wrote this video script furiously immediately after he saw a stupid take that got like 50.
Probably. Just like, I'm sick of these types of things. It's just a stream of consciousness. Because I don't see why you wouldn't showcase, at least just look up on Twitter, just look up Demon Slayer budget, and then just copy a couple of those tweets, censor them out if you don't want the people to get hate, whatever you gotta do. But just be like, these are the types of people that I'm talking about, instead of just nebulous these people.
Can you respond to that comment really quick that just popped up? That is
I feel you guys have issues that you're trying to ignore through hating on stupid people on the internet. It is just kind of a waste of time. In what way? What issues?
No time you enjoy is time wasted, and we enjoy doing this. I don't personally think it's a waste of time to turn on a stream at 3 p.m. on Saturday, get out of here at 7 p.m. on a Saturday. Yeah, I personally don't. I don't think it's a waste of time to record at 7:40 on a Thursday to put up a video on a Friday.
And we're not hating on him. We're simply asking him to evidence what he's talking about. That's all. It's not any kind of hate. We didn't insult this person at all. We outside of just going broaden your horizons. I just want some proof.
Yeah, I'm looking up Demon Slayer budget. There are people talking about the budget of Demon Slayer.
Yeah, so just take some screenshots of those and just be like, here's the types of people. Go on any super popular or go to because there's a couple of videos that are just like Demon Slayer is carried by animation. Go on those videos, look in the comments of people defending Demon Slayer, screenshot those, put it in the video.
And worse, they're attacking his views and not him and his.
Yeah, I don't know this person.
And I think that's something that people like Dumb Artists and Triggered got really offended by, because they think we're attacking them. We're attacking their views and the intelligence for which they express those views.
Mm-hmm. Afraid because my god, did the triangle of comparisons finally complete. We've gotten the take that Gojo is a ripoff Kakashi, Sukuna and Yuji is the better inner demon trope than Asta.
Again, you're talking about the most bottom basement.
Gallop,
I'm gonna denigrate
6571
this
says,
series.
Unrelated. Will you guys cover DSP Crimson Desert Crash Out on the next DSP Day?
Who knows?
Who knows what we're doing?
Knows? But I guess we just can't make comparisons to other series, or at least it's going to be his pre-approved comparisons to other series.
Yeah. I personally don't care if something apes off of something else if it's done well. I don't care if we get 13 Battle Royale games if your Battle Royale game is good. I do not care.
And I don't care if people just go, white-haired teacher covers his eyes, super strong in the verse, uniquely colored eyes, and run down the similarities, because you can always counter with, okay, here are all the differences. So what's the point here?
Libe or Naruto and Kurama, and the cream of the crop, JJK Woman is some of the best woman writing in Shonen yet. When I tell you guys that this was like a 5-star meal.
What? Wait, hold on. Was that a bad take, or does he agree with that take?
Better inner demon trope than Asta and Libe or Naruto and Kurama, and the cream of the crop, Jake is the better. Finally complete. We've gotten the take that Gojo is a ripoff Kakashi, Sukuna and Yuji is the better inner demon trope than Asta and Libe or Naruto and Kurama, and the cream of the crop, JJK Woman is some of the best woman writing in Shonen yet. When I tell you guys that this was like a 5-star meal of pure buffoonery, I mean it. How much worse could these takes get over time is a question that I am constantly surprised with, because it genuinely just keeps on getting worse.
Pause. So you can say people have bad takes, but people can't make the bad takes?
And on top of that, a take can be good in the moment and then turn out bad. In the moment with the Nobara and stuff, people could have been looking at it like, and the Maki stuff, just like, hey, this is better than 80% of the shonen I've watched. It's amongst the best writing. And then it just turns into typical, the women not here shonen.
And people can't have the opinion that this inner demon is better because they're more hostile towards each other, as opposed to Black Clover because they're more friendly and they prefer the hostility versus the friendliness. They simply can't have that. That's a buffoon take.
It's the same thing that happened with the Asta and Yuno. I was having a discussion with somebody who's just like, there's no bite there. And I'm like, why does there need to be bite to rivals? They don't need a hatred. They don't need a clashing ideology. They could just be two people in the same field who love each other, trying to strive for the same goal. And that can be a rival, and that's perfectly fine. I prefer it to the Naruto Sasuke of just like, I hate you, but I wubs you.
Chainsaw Man has caught
this guy just wants to live in a fake universe where everybody agrees on one single opinion.
Yeah. Hey, you're going again with just another series and saying another bad take about it. Please explain why they're bad takes. Please. This is just frustrating.
Random strays with people saying Denji is a misogynist. I'm not getting into it, but yeah, this is where we are now. Now, this whole time, I've been talking about comparisons and all sorts of reaches, but let's talk about the good old revisionist history. It's always okay to come back to an anime or a moment and look at it in a new light. Revisionism isn't inherently bad in this medium because not all the time will you watch an anime and understand everything completely for the first time. However, the shonen community has this perfect formula to craft terrible takes from hell itself. How about we start with Boruto? I've seen people say that Boruto is better than Naruto, and if you think that's bad,
that's a personal preference. Yeah. Maybe someone does. That's not a terrible take. You just disagree with the take.
Are you saying that Naruto is objectively better than Boruto and it cannot be argued? People can't have their preferences? That's crazy.
Hey, you think we have a problem with Japanese animation and we should stick to Batman? I got a problem with Batman, buddy.
What problem in Japanese animation did we say?
We don't enjoy it in terms of like, oh, this is super pretty. It doesn't like elevate a thing to us.
No, I'm saying, what did we say where it showcased that we have some kind of problem with Japanese?
Maybe it's because we do so many response video to anime YouTubers that it makes it look like we don't like anime or something. I love anime.
You know how narrow-minded someone is because of how naive they really are. Yeah, it's like people can have this thought. It's fine. Maybe they like the flashier stuff. Maybe they didn't like Naruto as a protagonist and prefer Boruto as a protagonist. Whatever they have, I'm not going to be like, this is the birthplace of bad takes. How about Boruto better?
How about you ask that person you heard that take from, why do you believe that? How about you get a little bit more information of that? How about you go a little further than the surface level? This is better. How could they prefer Boruto? Corey, you shut up!
You don't even like half of Naruto, Corey. Shut up! You don't even like this that you like.
Half of it is the greatest you've ever seen, and the other half is like, no, this is the best.
5424 says, you must find yourself so serious, and the denseness of the rest of us so curious.
So curious? Yeah, why do we get this in the middle of our stream?
That's kind of crazy. Somebody trying to hack ours.
Yeah, in the middle.
And let's never forget with this bastard Corey rocking up here like this NAKAMA GEKKO or whatever his name is his favorite YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh, half of his videos are great. The other half, whatever. Shut up.
Then how about Boruto being the best new gen anime? Actually, let's sidetrack for a second. Do people not understand what is defined as new gen versus old gen?
There is no concrete definition of it. Did it start with My Hero Academia and Black Clover? Did it start in the mid 2010? Did it start in the early 2010? Did it start in the mid 2006s? Because the big three, two of them had ended by like 2009. So it's 2010, the start of new gen. What does it mean? Batman. What is it? Yeah, it's Toriko new gen anime.
People were on Toriko's neck for like a week. I just did that image of Goku, One Piece, and Toriko, and then people would be like, put images of other people like, you never want to be the Toriko in this situation.
If you're
like the most industry push.
Yes.
Corey, who glazes Naruto, dunking on Boruto is like the homeless man calling another homeless man a broke-ass meme.
It is 100%. If y'all ever want to see what an industry plant truly is, it is Toriko.
Truly. Episode 1 was a One Piece crossover. Like, what's up?
Heck, who even coined the term new gen anime? Why do we have these templates asking what is the best new gen series with many of these stories literally in their final arcs?
Because they're trying to separate it from the older stuff. So
you know One Piece isn't new gen.
You know Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff. If people just go, what's the best anime? They're trying to separate it from what's the best newer anime.
And let them have that conversation, because it's like, what's the best shonen anime? People be like, oh, Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, whatever. It's like, what's the best new gen? you're automatically disqualifying all these other things, and now we can talk about the things that they may actually want to talk about.
Clover is in their final war arc, My Hero Academia is in their final war, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
But it's new gen compared to the big three, that era of shonen.
Is literally on a speed run to the end. Just because the conversation around
it's the same thing when people say current gen and next gen consoles. It starts when the new gen consoles come out, and they're still next gen for the first like 2 or 3 years until the other ones stop getting supported. And then they become the current gen, and we start talking about the next gen. We're talking about next gen now. The current gen is the PS5 and the Xbox and the Switch 2 and all of that stuff. But 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they were still the next gen consoles. It's just putting a time frame on these things so people can separate it. If I ask you what's the best album, you have to go through 30 years of your album. If I go, what's the best album of the 2020s? Now you're separating it from 6 years. What's the best album last year? Now it's just 2025.
So if you want to narrow the scope to new gen, just narrow the scope to new gen.
And once something big pops off in the next 2 or 3 years, that's gonna be the new gen anime. And then you can look at the big three and then like a golden era anime or silver age anime.
2010 to 2025.
Yeah, that's
whatever terms they're talking about, talk with them on those terms.
Same thing with I mentioned the silver gen, silver age and stuff. The comic eras. They're just eras for people to talk about.
The series may still be relevant doesn't mean it's new gen, but then again, how else are folks gonna get that traction, right? Game is game, I can't even hate. Getting back on track, I've also seen people try to sub Boruto with Bleach as the true big three, and Bleach by far has definitely...
Yo, I can't...
You're engaging with people going, take X out of the big three. You don't have conversations with those people. You don't talk about them. It wouldn't even be a place in this video. You're just complaining about these people who are so obviously clearly wrong and don't understand the terms that they think that they understand.
This mother is literally just listing issues with takes he had, or takes he had issues with.
Takes that he's seen on Twitter or in comments or whatever.
People have said, and that's stupid. People have said, and that's stupid. People have said, and that's stupid. And it's been 4 or 5 minutes of that. I disagree. A lot of Japanese stuff does have very deep storytelling. There's very surface level stuff, but there is going to be some deeper things.
Says, replacing Bleach for Boruto isn't a crazy take, NGL.
It is if you're talking about the big three, because the big three is a noted point in time with the boom of the Jump period heralded by Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece.
Had the more controversial, terrible takes that come from it. I'm gonna establish this now, but again, I am an anime only for Bleach, and feel free to go watch my thoughts on Core 1 of the 1000-Year Blood War with the link in the description, but God...
Reading that in manga.
Hashtag not manga boy.
Reading that bush.
Hashtag never been a manga boy.
Words. Not me.
Hey, I'm not talking about Bleach in terms of quality. I'm talking about its placement in the annals of history. It was part of the big three. It cannot be taken away from because of that.
Never heard that Boruto take in my
life. Have I heard that?
That's somebody on in Twitter is like Boruto fan 69 triple X, and he's just like, oh, look at this person. Like, yeah, look at him, man. Okay.
But I think until we start getting into whatever's next in the gen of eras, there's gonna be a hard time defining eras. Because what is the era of Dragon Ball and JoJo's and Fist of the North Star? What is that era called? We really only know old gen and new gen. Old gen stopped, let's just say at 2008, and new gen has been everything after that. Eventually, we're gonna start separating these things better. That tweet probably got a dozen likes. So you're gonna have the Dragon Ball stuff, and then you're gonna have the Yu Yu Hakusho era where it's like
At
the
David Guts
early
says,
90s to
I
late
want to see
90s.
this guy opinion on how we choose our president because it's all a debate and all about voting and having different opinions.
Legit.
I honestly think Naruto should get kicked out from the big three for Demon Slayer because no anime in 3 years and no Naruto/Boruto movie in 10 years is definitely a problem.
So they're simply talking about the big three is a revolving door of the three biggest anime, as opposed to the defined time of the big three. There is no other big three in history. There is only one big three. You can talk about a new gen big three, but there is only one big three because it is a noted thing. What was that face?
Don't look up Boruto Big Three. It's a wasteland.
The big three. It's just Big Me. Boruto. Yeah, Boruto fans are crazy.
Why is this series a big old punching bag? I don't know who Kubo offended, but growing up, I would always hear Bleach being put down. These days, one of the biggest controversial takes I hear about...
What's the problem with that? If people don't like it, then they don't like it.
People have been knocking One Piece since basically the day I've learned about the big three.
It's nothing that Kubo did other than writing trash. I ain't got nothing against him. I just don't rock with his series.
Yeah.
Why gotta be all that?
It sucks to me. Shrug shoulders. Funny how the new gen are now basically almost a decade old, like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Black Clover. 2 of them ended even. Yeah, like I said, whatever the next big thing is, that's gonna start being the new gen. Because then, like 2 or 3 other big things are gonna come out.
Kubo got that dookie in.
Dip. Yes, pungent.
Bleach is that it is purely a meathead series and it is not as deep as people make it. Personally, I find it incredible that the lore of One Piece can be deep and the lore of the Ninja World can be deep, but for some reason, because Bankais are raw, that their significance can't be deepened for the real meaning of understanding oneself and...
What makes Naruto deep? What makes One Piece deep? What makes Bleach not deep to these people? Please explain.
Yeah, cuss Bleach introduced 355 Quincy, gave them all 3 different power releases, and killed them all in 5 chapters after doing the same thing with the Espada.
Man, them mugs really rocked up there like, yeah, A through Z, we doing all the letters. Boy, I started sweating. I'm like, 26 fights at least?
What does it mean, the big three? The big three is just the boom period of the Jump titles. Bleach, One Piece, and Naruto were doing like outlandish numbers, especially compared to anything else at the time. And it really helped elevate Jump back into prominence.
The sales after the fall off from Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
Because that had a super big dip.
So they made, let's just say they were selling 3 million during the time of Dragon Ball. They might have been selling 1.2 million. And then all of a sudden they're selling 3.8 million thanks to these 3 series.
Someone did a video about the sales. I remember watching it. But yeah, it was a sharp decline. And it never really, it took a while for the big 3 to start leveling out back to where Dragon Ball was.
So that's what it is. It's just the big 3 elevated Jump. And then the new gen is not part of the big 3 because it's never been about the biggest things. It's just these 3 titles elevated Jump again.
1,000 Year Blood War is a miserable.
Like
it's
1,000 fights.
Didn't care about the blonde dude with a hole in his body.
There's so many characters.
Is that the imagination, dude? I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
I haven't read that in like 3 years.
I remember the Bomb Girl. I remember Star.
The big wrestler man.
I remember Imagination, dude. And the rest of them letters in R. I don't know who R was. Robert in Rebellion, whoever the piss his power was. I don't know who the that was.
certain moments of philosophy for certain characters are just completely overlooked. I mean, there is no way anybody could watch the Blade is Me episode and still think that Bleach is just purely meathead. There is some ground to cover with Bleach outside of the fights, and even though I'm not some hardcore—
Again, why would you engage with people that say there is zero depth to Bleach? That's just dumb. They should not occupy your mind unless you're talking directly to them.
If somebody just goes, Burger King sucks because all they do is burgers, I'm like, well, that's just false, and I'm not even going to talk to that person because they're just clearly factually wrong.
Even if you go, no, they do more things, and they go, no, they don't, they're not even willing to listen. They're confident in being wrong, and they don't want to be proven.
Let people have their stupid tape.
Yes, and I don't care. Like, go
crazy.
Go crazy.
For a Bleach fan, the downplay is insane. Do you know how crazy you gotta be to make me fin for a series that's not even in my top 10? While we're on topics revolving around the
I fan for Demon Slayer if somebody says something wrong about
just addressing takes that have become fast food, hot takes.
Legitimately. It's just all these whatever Twitter takes that are just like, here's the tweet, and he's like, oh, I don't like that tweet. Taco Bell sucks because they only have hard tacos. Like, bitch, you clearly haven't had the double Crunch Wrap Supreme.
I was wondering what I was gonna eat today. I'm like, that might. Oh no! I gotta do a. Oh no!
Series that's not even in my top 10. While we're on topics revolving around the big three, did you guys know that One Piece fans, and just for the record, not all fans, but a certain majority of—
Hey, you've got to understand what you just said there. The takes you're hearing from Shonen is not all fans. It's just a certain amount.
So it's just
of
this nebulous amount of people, and you're just trashing on those people. All right, man.
Fans are harassing animators over the auras included in Wano. The takes from these fans—
No, that's bad.
Yes. That's not a take. They're harassing people.
Because people were harassing the people from One Punch Man season 3. It's like, that, you think I wanted to do that bullshit? People, the animators was like, you think I wanted to do the slotting thing? It's a budget thing, it's a time thing, it wasn't on me. I wasn't lazy.
So you're not even talking about the takes these people are having.
No.
You're talking that the fandom is toxic and or bad.
No, that is a completely bad thing that so many people are gonna agree with. It's just like that's so clearly bad. You don't even have to bring it up in the video. Just like, hey, don't harass people on Twitter for these random things.
The take would be the auras look good or the auras look bad.
And then you commit it to an action, which is harassing somebody about it.
Are literally blaming animators like Henry Thurlow, and the man is just doing his job. It's incredibly sad because people have no one else to blame but the people who put out the product and not the ones who call the bigger shots. I already expect—
Again, that's not a take, that's harassment.
And are you saying to harass the big shots? Write some letters to Toei? What? I don't know what.
Mr. A.
Mr. Yamaguchi. I don't like the aura in One Piece. Signed, Bleach Fan 69 XXX. Signed and sealed.
It's about $13 for postage to see if it's over to Japan.
Front of the envelope, it just says Japan. Send this to Japan, please.
Toei Studios, Japan, please.
At Racketeering Block
Full
says,
block
I'm not a fan of
English.
the aura stuff. It sucks that animators are getting flack. But what do you want me to do? Arrest them? Submit a bounty on their head?
Yeah, no, I don't like the aura stuff. I never have. I'm glad they subdued it a lot in the later arcs. But I'm not gonna go, oh my god, animators, you. I'm just gonna go, I do not like this.
Imagine the aura emu. Oh yeah, it's black out the screen.
Debut to look like a whole movie, and God forbid the aura conversation comes into play because people are going to call that moment bad, and yet here I am, an anime only, still getting excited for
No, that moment was bad. I could not see what was happening in that movie.
I like that moment.
No, I couldn't see what was happening because so much was happening.
Get your eyes checked, homie.
Incoming trigger warning because I know I'm about to piss some people off, but I think the funniest take that came from the reveal was that it was iconic and let alone on the level of Super Saiyan. I wish I had—
Some people can think that.
Yeah,
what do you want me to do? No!
Come on now, people
Talk about the issue of it!
instead of just people going, hey, this is iconic more so than Dragon, because then we have to define the terms iconic. What do you mean by that? Do you mean more notable? So you think more people know about Gear 5 Luffy than Super Saiyan? That's completely false. You talking about hype? Are you telling me more people are hyped about this one chapter versus the 300 plus chapters of Super Saiyan? That's just clearly false. So there's no direction that they can come to you from.
Are you talking about what people are thinking about now? Because some rapper had a completely iced out Luffy Gear 5 thing. Are you talking about that in terms of iconic? What it means today?
But people are still super hyped about the Beerus remake that's coming. So Dragon Ball's still in the forefront of people's minds. So whatever the terms that they're using to when they say iconic, they are wrong. So you just ignore those people because you know that they're wrong, and there's nothing that we can do with that conversation other than just going, no, it's not. Look at all of these numbers. Look at all these people talking about. Like, how do you combat that? Come on now, dude. You're just complaining about people saying stupid takes.
Yeah.
Iconic, pretty, ding. Let's get this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's literally just...
Limo 2154 says, Gear 5 has better powers than Super Saiyan.
If you go, it's better than Super Saiyan. That can be a conversation.
But more iconic is a thing that you would need to define, because so many people have so many different definitions of iconic that you would need to define those terms and then weigh that against Super Saiyan to see if it's actually in their definition more iconic. And then you just read the actual definition and go, okay, by the actual definition, not your proprietary definition, Super Saiyan is more iconic than Gear 5.
Absolute Batman took Luffy's Gear 2 position. It's so funny that Gear 2nd, Mubs were like, oh, he's doing the Gear 2nd pose. And I'm like, no, he's not. What are y'all talking about? And then the creators just put it on Instagram, just like, did it from Luffy. Like, sometimes a reference is there, and it's such a weird pose
that you wouldn't just do it. It's just like, here it is.
This level of audacity to say something like Deku 100% is better than Super Saiyan Blue, because at that point, I know I will be an unstoppable force of nature.
Boss, what do you mean by better? And better in what way? In terms of how it looks, in terms of the actions that it takes, in terms of the villains that it defeated? What do you mean by better? Don't just say that this is a stupid take because they're saying that it's better and then move on.
I don't know what it is with people trying to chase iconic moments, but newsflash, for something to be determined as iconic, it usually involves a certain level of recognition across the world, and I get...
Oh, you think Gear 5 is not recognized across the world when I just talked about a rapper having a chain based on it? And several athletes have shoes, dedicated One Piece shoes. Luffy, One Piece just did a collaboration with the LA Lakers. They did it with the LA Dodgers. So many One Piece characters from the live action have thrown out first pitches in American baseball and Japanese baseball.
And he goes a certain level.
What's the level?
That uncertainty in that language just bring
10% of the population, 30% of the population.
And how do you measure that? So even your definition is just like, well, how do we determine what is iconic?
To you, the average kid knows what a Rasengan and a Kamehameha is, and a Gomu.
Oh, the average kid?
What are you talking about? What evidence do you have for that?
I would think a kid would know more about Luffy than Goku at this point, a 7-year-old.
I wouldn't say either way.
Only because One Piece has been still airing since, let's just say they started watching anime with their parents at 4 years old. One Piece is still going on. There's still content to be absorbed by a 7-year-old.
I wouldn't say either way. I think that it's completely ridiculous to even say that here's what I think is what it is. And nobody has any evidence for this. Other than that one video that we did where it was just like all these Japanese children are just like, who's your favorite, your mom or Tanjiro? It's like, Tanjiro, of course.
Yeah, Dad was number like 4. It was Tanjiro, mom, teacher, dad.
You have
NAKAMA GEKKO 5719 says, a random guy on the Detroit bus was talking about One Piece to me.
Like, yeah, what do you want? Like, yeah, I forgot about that bit. Like, bit, I pay the bills around here. Just Tanjiro.
The average kid knows what a Rasengan and a Kamehameha is, and a Gomu Gomu know anything.
I can't say that. I honestly can't say a 7-year-old. I would believe a 7-year-old would know more about One Piece than Dragon Ball right now, but I can't say definitively. To say so, that's so. I don't know, man.
Corey, shut the f up. What you?
How do you feel about the average kid?
The average.
You can't just simply declare something as iconic just because you're a fan. It comes through acknowledgement, and I beg One Piece fans.
You think One Piece is not acknowledged? I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
He has a certain level that he thinks One Piece hasn't reached versus what Dragon Ball Z has reached. And that's, again, your proprietary definition, your measurement of what iconic is. You're just like, well, it hasn't reached that yet. It's like, well, somebody could make a video going, this guy thinks that One Piece isn't iconic, and then you're in the bad Shonen takes video.
We can literally pull up an interview of a reporter talking about a player's shoes from One Piece. Like, I don't know what you want. Olympic athletes are doing Frankie's pose. I don't know what you want. What's the level that's needed?
I am not your average kid warrior.
To put the
One Piece has been around a long time, but no one really watches it in the U.S. till after 2010, and that's because people were curious about how it's still going.
No, that's because 4Kids ruined a lot of people's perception.
We got the dub that was going. That was around the time that the internet was becoming more prevalent in homes, because that's when we really started getting a personal computer.
Yes,
your phones and things were getting upgraded, so it's got a lot easier to do so. And
yes,
any number of things could have happened.
Nah, it's 4Kids, buddy.
4Kids was also.
4Kids was the main reason it didn't get not even superpower, somewhat popular in the U.S. But if you were to, I was having a discussion with somebody recently where it was like, One Piece has never sold well in the U.S. And it was the end of year sales for One Piece in the U.S. or manga titles in the U.S. for like 2024, and One Piece was like number 10. The 10th most popular manga in the US is One Piece. I gotta go 4Kids. I'm sorry.
Him down and be for real. While we're here, let me go ahead and drop my own take that One Piece is not the untouchable piece of media that people claim for it to be.
Who claims that One Piece cannot be touched?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's just nuts. There are better things out there.
ZZ4ZF says, 100 Deku is actually imported to the story of Deku instead of Super Saiyan's Blue, who's just another form.
Yeah, no, and see, those arguments, things like that can be made. It's a progression as opposed to just another step in whatever comes next in terms of Super Saiyan. But he's just like, nope, ridiculous, moving on.
Which, by the way, is okay because people are not perfect, but Oda has had some serious...
Hey! How is your take not terrible and theirs is? How is their take not terrible and yours is? Explain the take, debunk the take, dissect the take!
Because somebody could have theoretically clipped you 2 months ago and just went, this dude doesn't think One Piece is terrible, it isn't perfect. This is a terrible take. And then you're just battling terrible takes.
Really fighting random Twitter comments that have no thumbs up.
Crazy!
I've seen people say this about Dragon Ball to this day, saying that they could watch Dragon Ball as the only other media.
This mob is just fighting ghosts.
Misses in Wano, and the fact that Kinemon is still alive, Oda, I know what you are. Now, outside of the fact that there are so many terrible takes and the list just keeps on growing every day, the point is, terrible takes won't stop. At the end of the day, bad takes, good takes, critique, and all the above are just part of the experience of being an anime fan.
Then why are you crying about it?
Why did you make a whole video just going, look at this ridiculous take?
How is Shonen the birthplace of it?
enjoyment is subjective, and how people receive an anime and choose to display their understanding will also differ as well. There is always going to be someone with a different understanding and interpretation of a moment or—
Then why is it terrible?
Why is this at the end of the video as opposed to the beginning of the video?
But that does. People are gonna have different opinions, but theirs is terrible.
But theirs are wrong.
Power! Again, another 5-star character that goes away for a large portion of the series. Why are we doing
What
this?
are we doing here?
Gentle, power, what are we doing?
arc within a series, the same way there will always be somebody claiming a climatic arc is better than another, and that's what typically contributes to the endless debates.
No, the debates are different than a terrible take.
Yeah.
You did not explain the terrible take aspect. You're just going, oh, everyone has different takes, but these are terrible.
At the same time, there are always going to be—
So our takes, are we accepting of all takes? Because if we're not, and you're calling out terrible takes, then this whole people are going to have different perspectives is meaningless. If you are willing to quantify a good take and a terrible take, of course everyone's perspective is different. Your perspective is terrible.
Why don't you talk to people who want to have a conversation, who have an argument that isn't a shallow Reddit take?
Completely shallow Reddit take. Completely shallow comments on a video. It means nothing.
We wouldn't have fun if we got it from nobody. We don't care.
people who contribute absolutely nothing to the conversation and thrive off of garbage takes and nonsensical comparisons.
Then don't engage with those mother.
If they're nothing takes, you just made an entire video about nothing takes.
Just about to say, you're giving them everything they want, because they've occupied your mind so much that you made a video just going, look at all this bad.
That you can rattle off these bad takes.
These bad surface level, not worth engaging with takes. Yeah, we got some oldies in here too. Don't think it's just all teenagers. We got some old muffs in here too.
And you know what? Good on them. No amount of ratios or YouTubers putting their tweets in a video will make it stop. And quite frankly, we need these types of people to keep the foolishness going, because how else are we going to get a good laugh and keep the debates going?
No, you can get the debates going by having an interesting or good take that you just disagree with.
Talking with the people that actually have substance to their conversation. I don't want to talk to the people that are just like, Boruto should replace Bleach in the big three. What's the debate to be had there?
I think it was like a video or two ago where we were just like, I understand the point, I just don't necessarily agree with the point. I would rather have conversations where I can get that type of feeling and talk to a muff where I don't agree with the point, but I would like to discuss it, than a muff just going, Boruto best new gen anime, I'm out!
Don't say new gen. I have a problem with you saying new gen.
5719 says, everyone hated Gentle Criminal. My friend skipped the arc and called it filler.
I had a conversation with someone I respect in the fighting game community that said this arc felt like filler, and I wanted to scream.
Nami, I think you mean ex-friend.
Of course, minus the people who harass animators or authors, because those people are genuine garbage. I feel like people react very impulsively and angrily online over something as simple as a difference in opinion or take.
Pause. How can you tell the impulsivity or the anger through a tweet going, nah, you wrong?
This is a bad take. They could be laughing about it. They could be heated about it. Who knows?
You can have the most logical take that you're typing out and be furiously pissed. You can call somebody it's any kind of slur that you want and be completely calm. You can't tell intonation like that.
We don't slander Gentle Criminal here. You are making a video, sir. Everyone was gassed when Gentle Criminal came back, though.
Completely fake fans.
Sometimes it's better to remember that you can disconnect and things will be okay. Majority of the time, people truly don't know.
You can disconnect and it'll be okay. Now let me make a video about all these takes I saw.
The fact that somebody out there said that Jujutsu Kaisen had the best women. Let me call them out specifically.
6571 says, People will just throw new gen so much, and what's funny is that the series that would be considered new gen like JJK, MHA, or CSM.
Yeah, like I said, there's going to be 2 or 3 new series that are going to blow up, and then that's going to be the new gen. It's going to be the start of the next era. We've debated several people, actually, so I don't know.
Talking about when it comes to the animation process, especially, and manga is always going to show that people are going to keep having bad takes based off their own taste. It's also helpful to remember that anime is always going to pull younger audiences in, so somebody who is growing up on things like Black Clover or JJK might not understand the impact of the big 3, but that is simply how it goes.
You say anime is going to pull in younger crowds. You saying movies won't? TV shows won't?
You're talking
people will have conversation about who's the best Avenger. You telling me that you can't get on Twitter and see a 7-year-old talking about Thor's the best one?
You're telling me that younger people may not understand the impact of the big 3, but they know what a Rasengan is? They know what a Kamehameha is?
Doubt that it can get very annoying, but the shonen community proudly wears that annoying badge with pride with all the different series that make an impact. As Giguk said before, you say you...
That's your problem.
Woo!
Right the
Giguk, huh?
We can't escape from this. You're quoting one of the king of bones.
Boy. As Nuck said, if the guild is the main character, and that main character is
us ourselves, then we are also like it was the most sentence of all time.
It was the only sentence.
If aliens descended today and they went, show me one sentence of humanity
because of COVID. Also, Jaigako no.
Yeah. People got into anime because of code. And that's part of why Demon Slayer blew up, because it came out right around that time. So people were just looking for new things. And then they see all the gifts of episode 19 and stuff. It's like, all right, I'll get into Demon Slayer.
If the protagonist is the fairy tale guild, and it's that guild that's evolving, every individual member, as well as integrating them with one another and with us, the viewer, the proper evolution of any fight scenes needs to be seen from that standpoint as well.
Here you go, Mr. Alien. This is the sentence I want to represent us as humanity. What did he say? What was the analysis there?
You might have to listen to that once we're done with this video, because that was a boy.
Have y'all ever watched Invincible, man? I tried to enjoy this, but the main character is annoying. I was told when he puts the blue and black on, he's gonna be cold. He's still getting his can kicked, though.
Yeah, I watched season 1.
Yeah, we've both read the entire thing.
You enjoy a show and you're getting jumped. You say you don't enjoy a show, you're getting jumped. You say
I don't care.
Yeah,
I love One Piece. Jump me. I don't care. If you don't like My Hero, jump me. I don't care.
If you only Spicy says he put some stank on his name.
But if you only want that positive, go only to a Naruto Discord and be like,
or Reddit.
Yeah.
But even then, within that community, you're gonna go, my favorite character is blank, and they're gonna go, that character sucks.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
a show is mid and the FBI will be at your front house in a heartbeat, ready to throw you in a cell for the rest of your life. You critique a show or compare it to another series and the entire anime community will be dunking on you in unimaginable ways.
You talked about not liking how people compare shows in this video.
Oh, he's quoting Giga's Demon Slayer Season 2 video. A video we revisited.
But hey, at the end of the day, we all have our own bad takes that may never see the light of day. And as I said before, that's just part of the experience with the shonen community.
All my bad takes see all the light of day.
Yes. That's pretty much it for me, though. Very different video.
You lighten up. You made a video talking about.
You got a Cats 2019 is good actually sticker on your car.
I need a new one because that boy is fading.
Your bad takes are there.
Yeah. I ain't hiding that.
But I wanted to try something a little bit more amusing, and hopefully you all enjoyed this.
I don't think this was amusing. What was the amusement about it? This is negative TM, by the way.
It's crazy.
Always, thank you for watching, and make sure to drop your terrible takes in the comment section down below.
And we didn't need to do that video because you love that creator so much.
Yeah, you were so, oh, this is the best ever. What was it? Fairy Tale.
This is an hour video?
Yeah, we did the whole thing.
We watched this?
We did the whole thing, Big
Oh
Buddy.
my goodness.
We did the whole
I
thing.
do not remember that.
At
Protagonist.
Racketeering Grot says, MFERS argued about black blue versus white gold dress for years, like come on.
Protagonist is the fairy tale.
Massive goal of becoming the strongest ever. In fact, he's not even the protagonist of the series. If the protagonist is the Fairy Tale Guild, and it's that guild that's evolving every individual member as well as integrating them with one another and with us, the viewer, the proper evolution of any fight scene needs to be from that standpoint as well. And
Yo, what did this mother just say, bro? What did he say? That's such a word salad. And we tried for like 3 to 5 minutes to dissect this part
way down.
What was this yapperoni?
if the protagonist is the Fairy Tale Guild, and it's that guild that's evolving every individual member as well as integrating them with one another and with us, the viewer, the proper evolution of any fight scene needs to be from that standpoint as well.
The proper evolution of any fight scene has to be that the protagonist is the Fairy Tale Guild, and it incorporates that into the fight as well as us, the viewer, who feels like we're part of the Fairy Tale Guild.
Potentially.
So our evolution of understanding the fight must be from us also being the protagonist, because we are family with the Fairy Tale Guild, who is the
Do
protagonist.
you think that any of that made sense, what you just said?
Maybe?
Oh man, he is speaking from an objective
There is
standpoint.
nothing funnier to me than Gavin talking to that muff on Twitter, and he goes, Nuck said that the first part of his video was from an objective standpoint, and the person went, no it wasn't, and he clipped the video and just scrolled the time bar. No!
We could probably
Yeah,
take a look at
maybe,
all four.
actually. Why not?
Oh, that somebody put that in the Discord. I went, that's one of the worst that he's ever done.
What?
Oh, I saw that. I saw that non-background Beast Goku.
What?
Goku then went and kicked him, but saw it didn't budge as Moro began to laugh. Gohan went and he used his beast form.
He's
He's
the greatest
sir.
ever, yo.
There's endless amounts of things that you could do here.
He's the greatest man that has ever existed.
Endless.
I love this man with all my heart. He sucks.
Here, Goku. Go on. There was no time. Simply no time.
What? Oh no.
There's just people. Oh my goodness. Is
Show me
that
what I have achieved after training.
Cell Mini Max? Come on, T23. What is this?
Perfect Cell Max? Cell Max perfect?
Cell has now gone and perfected his max form, as he's now using perfect max form.
Yeah.
This is perfect Cell max form.
Yeah. No. There was nothing else.
Alright then, what do you think? It's time I show you just who is the strong.
Didn't even try that accent.
Nope, it's
Number one
fine.
here What the?
He went into a little freeze at the end.
Yeah, it was
That's not the color that you set beforehand, sir. That's not.
Yeah, he had
That's not the color scheme that we agreed upon.
Contractually obligated color scheme.
Who is the stronger one here? What the? Before Granola could say another word, Cell instantly came right in front of him.
Boy, that's just Cell with green painted over the green painted over in the red. That's all this is.
Destroyed him, kicking right in his face, getting Granola's jaw to break. He instantly went behind him. He kneed his back, breaking Granola's spine, and from there,
The
color scheme changed and the tail.
Yeah, that's not even really the same one. That looks more like Cell's second form.
Cell began to brutally attack him non-stop. Granola was beyond shock and speechless as he couldn't believe that he was being overpowered by Cell, and from there Cell went and powered up a special beam cannon and aimed right towards Granola.
He's all of his green Cell. The spots were not green before.
And now his tail is pink when before it was green.
Where are you getting all of these red cells from?
Getting it to pierce right through his brain, and he has died right there.
Oh, he's dead? Who died?
Who died? Granola? Was the Granola dead?
Speechless as he couldn't believe that he was being overpowered by Cell, and from there Cell went and powered up a special beam cannon and aimed right towards Granola's forehead, getting it to pierce right through his brain, and he has died right there.
Granola's dead!
Granola, rip our boy!
Broly and Gas battle begun, as Broly was already inside his legendary Super Saiyan form, and from there he went to try to hit Gas. Gas, but
that arm and this perspective. Look at his legs! Bro, this is crazy!
Hair color changes every Sunday, who cares?
There's no part of this that's correct.
Bro.
Look, bruh. Look at these. Look, come on. No part of this is right.
His hair is like 8 times the length of his face.
His neck is broken.
Gum.
This is horrible.
to dodge all of Broly's attack as he began to laugh and say, "You are too slow. Here, I thought that you might be faster."
You are too slow. I thought you might be faster.
What? As he began to laugh and say, "You are too slow. Here, I thought that you might be faster. How dare you mock me? You think you're stronger than me? Then show me what."
You know what? The fire is back.
He's got something happened beforehand.
Yeah, he was sick or something.
He was
going through a personal tragedy or something.
You got Broly went and powered up a
That is what slowed me.
right towards Gas. Gas went and caught it with one hand and he dispersed it as he went and powered up his own blast and he aimed it towards Broly. Broly saw the blast come right towards him as it was powerful enough to destroy an entire planet along with a galaxy, but from there Broly took the blast head on as he went and began to scream.
Beast, Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan 4.
I was thinking the hybrid. Oh no, just God.
Broly has now gone and transformed into his legendary Super Saiyan God. He was now able to tap into God Ki and infuse it with his legendary Super Saiyan power as he's now using it to its fullest. You're gonna die right
Isn't
here.
this about tranquil minds or
No.
Oh, I guess not here.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter.
God. Impressive. Here, right before Gas can say another word, Broly is.
He is such on rails with his commentary. It is always before he can end talking.
What the? Look at this giant Chongo arm.
Onto his dreads, and he smashed his face right towards the ground and began to pulverize it non-stop, punching him back to back. Gas tried to do everything he can to dodge Broly.
The chain just disappears 2 separate times.
Yep.
There it goes. Bye-bye. And then down by his hip. Gone. Oh, and then up by his elbow as well. Just gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Just stop.
Bye. Just a magic chain.
It must have been that they removed the background and then
Couldn't be
took
bothered.
out or they did the Photoshop get this character and it didn't do the chains.
At Racketeering Grot says, This writing is fire, as in it's hot shit.
No, calm down.
Broly's speed was way faster than what Gas could handle.
How did he get God? We're not going back to learn
He
that.
underestimated Broly big time, as he had no idea that Broly's this strong. And with that, Broly went inside to go and do an eraser cannon and aimed right towards Gas, and this time it connected, as it hit Gas head on and it killed him right there.
Dead. Gas dead.
Trying to do everything he can
Gas dead, Granola dead.
to attack Goku while Goku was already using his Beyond Master Ultra Instinct form. Goku then went and kicked Cumber in his face as he looked towards him.
He loves
This
Cumber.
Cumber so much.
He loves him so much. It lets Xenoverse get some animated scenes. It's so rizzy. There's gonna be a new Saiyan, and he's gonna eat that up.
And said, "This is futile. Hera thought that you'd be stronger than this, but you don't stand a chance against me. How about I go and use my full power then? This is all thanks to Lord Zamir. I am the strongest Saiyan.
Oh no.
Behold."
Behold. Oh, Blue. He's just Blue.
You thought it was gonna be different? You thought it was gonna be something else?
He's just Blue Cumber with his transparent wristbands as always. Big ups.
What do you think? Just like you think you had God Key, so do I. This is my blue power.
You could call this
So
Blue
In
Cumber.
other words, Broly.
What? Before he get in talking,
He literally just said it.
Oh, cool.
You didn't even rewind to see if I was telling the truth.
No, I don't need to.
Goku then quickly got right back up as he tried to recover what happened, and from there Cumber chased right towards him as he tried to attack Goku, but Broly went and punched Cumber in his face, but Cumber brushed it off as he went and took Broly and he
Y'all
choked him,
jumping
and
this
he began
much?
to speed right
Calm
out of him.
down.
Salmax came and kicked Cumber while Broly went and kicked him as Cumber got sent flying a few inches, and from there he laughed and said, "I'm gonna enjoy this. Let me kill you guys." "No, guys, he's mine to handle." "Alright, you wanna fight me? Then fight me my all."
Fight me, my all.
"Alright, you wanna fight me? Then fight me my all."
What happened there?
He's trying to fight them all. Fight me, my all.
What did he mean to say there?
Fight me at my all.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
What's that grunting? I don't remember
Is that him?
"Fight me my all."
Oh, the mic was on. The mic was on the whole time, huh? I don't remember where that scream was from.
Terrible music. Super Saiyan 3 Blue Max Mastered Injury. Yo, this
Goku
beat.
has now gone and transformed into his MUI-3. What do you think now? You think you got the power to stop me? Then show me what you got. MUI-3, huh? Alright, then let's see this. With that, Cumber went and did another round as he charged right towards Goku and he tried to deck him, but Goku did not move. He let Cumber punch him right in his face, showing him the difference between his power and Cumber.
Okay, so why is he gonna be transforming into that rainbow Goku if Cumber
He's
can't
already
even-
getting cooked. How much time is left? Like 15 minutes.
So why has he gotta
Antina
transform?
was surprised and shocked to see that Goku did
At
not
Leo
even
Luster
blink.
5424 says, "Did he redo that beat? It's different but still horrid."
Maybe he just layered another beat on
Yes.
top of it.
As he was shocked and said, "What the hell? How did you manage to not flinch from that? Your punch, they tickle like tiny little feathers. Come on, Cumber."
The
He's
man
so
is not
bad at trash talking.
He is not a poet.
He's bad at trash talking.
He cannot roast. He is not.
Playing basketball. Your shots didn't go into the hole. You missed.
They clang like the jingling of chain. I don't think that's what it sounded like at all, sir.
This food tastes bad. It tastes bad.
It's
Oh,
cold,
dang.
like the other side of the pillow. Well, it's not that cold. You will bend like a bendy straw. I'll break you like a Kit Kat.
Well, we don't have that on my planet. I don't know what you're referring to.
I was expecting better from you. Goku went and kicked Cumber, getting to be sent flying. Cumber was beyond shocked, as he couldn't believe that Goku's power was this strong, and before he could retaliate, Goku came right in front of him as he broke his arm, and with that he began to uppercut Cumber and punch him non-stop, as he also powered up a brutally Kamehameha wave, and instead of it being blue, it was pure red, and he aimed right towards Cumber.
What does it matter what color it is? That don't mean nothing to me.
The stronger one because it was red.
It wasn't blue. It was red. Oh, dang.
He must mean it.
That means that it's different.
But he couldn't, as a wave engulfed him and killed him. Right
Dead!
Never mind.
My corpse is on the battlefield.
Who's showing up in the next 18 minutes?
That's gonna be like, oh man, now I gotta use all the things that Mirrors taught me.
The harder they are, the bigger they fall.
It's legit Moon Mama time. Like,
I was here the whole time. It was me.
Goku uses MY3 yet again and proved to be far stronger than what Zamir man can handle, as Goku, Broly, and Cell took care of business. Just when they were about to go and celebrate, they then heard a voice coming from the sky, as it became dark and said, "So, you guys think you're that strong, huh? I see this is the second time you destroyed my man. I guess I'll start the annihilation with your universe."
Dark Beerus? Oh, what is that?
This looks like a Snoop Dogg OC of beer.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I was just so ready for Beerus. Oh my goodness. Oh, that just caught me so completely off guard.
Who is this? And then just died laughing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh
At
crap.
5424 says, Taiwan bootleg Beerus.
I am Lord Zamir. Bow
At least
before
it
you.
looks like he got this. I don't know if he got this drawn or he got this offline, but at least
it is accurate.
Oh
You know what's good
man.
for you. Who the hell are you? What kind of name is Zamir?
He said Zamir already. He said it.
I am the first to ever achieve Ultra Instinct, boy. You're just a little youth. You think you got a chance against me? I was so dangerous that even the Omni King himself feared me. What?
You're still here?
You think the Omni King feared you?
That's what he literally just
bullshitting.
said.
You're swearing?
Huh. Well, if the Omni King's scared of you, I can see why you have been erased. But how the hell did you come back? It's all thanks to you, Goku. You're the reason why I'm back.
This is literally
You
fair.
use
What?
the Dragon Ball to wish for all the universe to be restored.
Oh,
I
clip
wish
that.
she could restore all the universe has been destroyed.
Wait, why
I
is he
looked to have a
base
spine
again?
and Jiren
Yeah, that's a good question.
Very well then, Goku.
Or was this just a memory?
No.
Oh, yeah,
You're
it's
telling me with that wish he
Oh,
restored
he
you
got a
too?
memory. Look
My
at
attention
that.
was
Yeah, it was a different
everyone
place. And
else.
everything.
Yeah, he referenced something in the past and then he showed it. So us, the audience who didn't watch the first 2 hours, I feel like he knows his audience.
Should have black and white and maybe some blue around the edges
Yes.
just to make that a little more clear. But he did something.
Yes.
Been erased during the term of power. I should have reworded that better. And why did Daishikin do such a foolish move? Well, he is a foolish angel. And just like you, a mortal who's using Master Ultra Instinct to the next level, huh? You think just because you achieve this puny instinct of Ultra Instinct makes you the strong?
This puny
At Racketeering
instinct
Grot
of
says,
Ultra is.
How did this man recreate the reaction I had with Kagaya? Like, bitch, where did you come from?
Who is you?
No, when you're strong, Goku, you are weak. If I'm so weak, then how about you come and show me What is the definition of strength? Before Zamir can blink, Goku instantly appeared right before him as he let out a strike. That one punch got Zamir to be sent flying, but he was only toying with Goku. Goku charged right towards Zamir as his power clashed with him, and he continued to do everything he can to hit him, kick him, punch him. But Zamir was just laughing the entire time, as if he was just checking out Goku's power.
What
to
are
see
you
how
doing,
strong
buddy?
He is. He didn't caught Goku's fist. And he twisted it as he went and he struck Goku down. Oh my god. You see that? Well, while we stand here, let's go help Kakarot. We must make sure.
Oh,
he's
I guess
okay.
Cell is a good guy.
This is all the power you got, huh, Goku?
Quick glance says no, he's not showing online.
Okay, he might have been.
Powered up a massive Kamehameha wave, and he aimed it right towards Zamir. Zamir saw the wave come right close to him. As he went right through the wave.
We don't
like
need
it
all
was
this.
Nothing, and appeared right before Goku. And with that, he was about to hit him, but Broly and Cell went and they caught his fist as they tried to throw him towards the
Wasn't
ground.
this white beforehand?
Zamir went and decked Cell right
Yeah,
in the
he's
face
training
while he
now
went
again.
against Broly, getting both of them to
All
fall
of them
towards
are
the ground and
training,
blasted both of
so
them.
we just need when the
Last one
fight
hit
starts
head on.
again. Okay, it looks like here we are.
I don't think that was. Did you go back to this?
Goku went and let out a scream.
Did it trail off into somebody else?
He did layer somebody else. And it was a split second at the end. Listen.
Yep. Classic. This didn't work last time. Why are you starting with this?
He doesn't even look like the guy before. This beat is horrible.
Goku has now gone and transformed into his MUI-3. Upon doing so, he then charged right towards Zamir as he went and struck him, getting Zamir to be sent flying. Zamir was amazed with Goku's power and said, "Wow, looks like you're able to finally push me. In the last battle, you couldn't do that. Oh, I got a lot more than that, Zamir." Goku instantly transmission right in front of him as he went and did a beating towards Zamir. He decked him high in the air. With that, he instantly came right behind him and punched him in the ground and began to punch his face non-stop. Zamir was shocked to see that Goku's power has increased so much as he tried to go and use a key blast to hit Goku, but Goku dodged that. And with that, Goku went and kicked him right in
He
his
was
gut.
right in the.
Again,
He was
gas
right in
flare
his
as
face.
he
What
went
was
and
the
punched him.
dodging?
I see.
He is
Someone
not a
been
good
training with the Grand
storyteller.
Priest, huh? Well then, now that your power is this strong, no one's able to touch me. How about now you see why they fear me? I am the first Ultra Instinct.
Yo.
Now that you're able to fight me, why don't you see why they
Not even that.
fear me?
Why no one can touch me?
Training with the Grand Priest, huh? Well then, now that your power is this strong, no one's able to touch me. How about now you see why they fear me? I am the first.
No one's, now that your power's this strong, no one's able to touch me. Now see why they fear me.
Ultra Instinct user, and now you'll see why. Behold.
You need to do all this?
Yeah.
Goku was barely
Zamir has
touching
now
him
gone and
before.
shown his Ultra Instinct to the entire multiverse. What do you think? This is the power I'm gonna use to destroy you, Goku.
That's not the accent you were putting on beforehand, sir.
Am I imagining this? I gotta beat before Goku say another word.
Yep.
Zamir went and
At
kicked him in his
Racketeering Gloss
face,
says, did he just whitewash him?
Oh, for sure. 100.
getting Goku to be sent flying across the universe. He then
Across the
Goku, as he
universe?
went and uppercut him, and he threw him right back to
What's the
planet
problem?
Earth. And with that, he began to hit Goku. Jiren and everyone else has managed to finish off all of Zamir's men. As Vegeta, Jiren, and Gohan went and charged right towards Zamir, and all of them went and started to hit him, but Zamir was instantly dodging each and every one of them. Goku got up too, as he charged right towards Zamir and hit him too, but Zamir went and caught Goku, and he threw him right towards the ground, as he got punched in the face by Daishinkan. I have seen
Why is he
Zamir.
here?
His only way to stop this war is to end your life.
He's got to sacrifice himself in order.
Why is Daishinkan always sacrificing himself before
Because-
Goku does the big
Because You
thing?
need a sacrifice to transform.
No, you don't.
King. Huh. You know you're too weak to do yourself. Show me what you got, Daishinkan. Goku, you must feel it. You're the only one that could stop it. Only feel the true power of Ultra Instinct.
What?
You know you're too weak to do yourself. Show me what you got, Daishinkan. Goku, you must feel it. You're the only one that could stop him, but only if you use the true power of Ultra Instinct. Before Daishinkan said another word, Zamir went and striked him while Goku was on the ground, and from there Goku got right back up as you could sense that Goten, Chi-Chi, and all of his other friends were dead. Thanks to Zamir. The only one that was alive was the Z fighters. And with that, he began to get really angry. And when he looked up and saw that Daishinkan was getting beaten by Zamir and that he is this powerful, Goku for a second lost hope, but from there he felt a push as he felt a power within himself and said, "Is this what Daishinkan was saying? Is this my true power? I think so." Zamir then went and caught Daishinkan as he was about to stab him and say,
"You got a guy.
You're a
gotta
pest.
die.
It's time I kill you here and now." Before he could do anything, everyone saw Goku got up and let out a loud scream.
Everyone is dead. What's going on? Yeah, my wife and kid are dead, but not Daishinkan.
Yep, let's wrap it up.
Dude.
Oh my god!
Dude.
This is legitimately one of his worst ever.
Yes, 100%. The red is just so gaudy.
This is horrible. Universal. No, he did Universal Instinct. Mountain Dew Instinct.
Ultra. It might just be Ultra Instinct 4. Or
Mastered Ultra Instinct 4.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. We'll see if he got this sauce back based on the name.
Yeah, I need like Galaxy-ish Dimension Instinct Goku.
At Cyberenko says, "Oh, my eyes."
Goku, after finally releasing his true potential and training with the Grand Priest, he was able to now actually use his true form of Ultra Instinct. This is called Final Instinct Goku.
Sure.
Final Instinct, that's... okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone was shocked as Zamir saw that, and with there, he looked towards him and said, "What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Is this another trick of yours? It's not gonna work against me." Zamir went and tried right towards Goku. As he tried to hit him, but Goku lifted his hand.
I just realized.
And that one
He
swing
just,
got
look
Zamir
at the
to get
speed lines that are just there as he's standing, stationary.
Goku lifted his hand and he swung it. And that one swing got Zamir to get punched in his face and body
Dude.
and everywhere 1,000 times.
What? Oh, he punched him and he punched him 1,000 times.
He punched
That's
him
a
so
lot.
much. So much punch.
That's a lot of punches, sir.
Much, Zamir fell straight to the ground as he had trouble breathing. And when he got right back, he saw Goku staring right towards him with anger. As Goku looked towards him and said, "What's the matter? Is that all you got? Show me your true powers, Zamir. You killed all my family and my friends, and now you're trying to kill."
Why was this friend like a question mark?
I'm gonna end your life right here. He finally did it. You see that, Whis? I do, Father. I
At
always
Carlo
knew he
Limo
would be one of...
2154 says, "There are no close fights in T23."
He can't write one.
Yeah, he can't write for y'all.
The one to stop any danger that comes in his multiverse, but never thought he would be this powerful. I knew it the day I laid eyes on him on the tournament power. Now let's see what this young lad can do.
Why does he look so derpy?
I knew it the day I laid eyes.
The mouth open at that angle is not a good look.
On the tournament power. Now let's see what this young lad can do. Zamir got angry on Goku.
Isn't he like
As he tried
50?
And tried to hit him, but Goku died.
I guess compared
There,
to...
Goku went and
Yeah,
hit him in his
yeah.
stomach, getting to break his ribcage. Zamir had trouble breathing as he couldn't contact what's going on, and from there Goku went and choked onto him and said, "It's time I kill you. You're the reason why the Omni King is gone. I'll bring him
It's
back."
time I
Goku went
present
to Zamir
tense kill
in
you.
the air as he powered up his fist, and with that, he was getting blue aura surrounding his fist.
What?
And then dragon popped out of it, and with that, Goku unleashed an Ultra Instinct Dragon Fist attack right towards his stomach.
Does he animate it? And
No!
there was also a watermark.
And with that, Goku unleashed an
Big up,
Ultra
left
Instinct
boot.
Dragon Fist attack right towards his stomach, getting the entire stomach to get blown apart, as Zamir had trouble to even blink, and Goku looked towards him and said, "Now that you're done."
Yo!
What is this music?
Look at his eyes. This is horrible.
Yeah.
I need you to die for good. Goku unleashed a blast, but that blast was a Hakai erase blast.
Look at his eyes. This is
He got his
horrible.
entire body to be erased from existence, and Zamir has died right there.
At
Yep,
Racketeering
done.
Grot
Goku's
says,
truth.
the planet will implode the day this man decides to learn how to draw a comic. The universe would collapse as soon as he tries to animate.
Final Ultra Instinct
Look at his mouth. This is horrible.
form was
Brush
enough
your
to
teeth.
put an end towards this tyrant once and for all, as he was able to save the multiverse from this danger, and upon doing so, the seal broke and Zeno came out.
With it, complete with this watermark.
The biggest watermark you have ever seen in your life. Big ups.
He was beyond impressed, as he couldn't believe that Goku was the one to help him, and with that he asked Goku to stay with him and to
Another watermark. Big up.
Surely you could just find a PNG.
since his bodyguard died, and that he would love for Goku to be the new ruler. Goku was now up.
This is legitimately bottom 3 he's ever done. Absolutely. Absolutely.
For being a ruler, but he was okay being a bodyguard.
Whenever he dropped the Tournament of Goku, before we watch it, we need to do a tier list of
100%.
all the Gokus.
Yes. How did he even make this coloring?
It's got to be like a gradient.
But you see, the blue goes down, but then his face is red. But then,
yeah, it's just got to be a gradient where it's looking for matching color, an inverted gradient or of some type.
Because it allowed him to travel any universe he wants, go anywhere he wants in his entire multiverse, and do any fighting and stuff he likes. And that's what Goku is. He loves to fight and always face new people who are stronger to challenge himself so he gets stronger too. And with that, Goku has said goodbye to his Z fighters and loved ones and told them that he'll make sure he'll come to visit as they use the Super Dragon Ball to restore everyone that Zamir has killed. All the Z fighters and everyone came back, and now Goku
does
met with
not
Zeno
change
to his
his
world
style.
to become the new guardian and Zeno's bodyguard. This is the end of What If Goku.
why
achieved
did
Ultra-
he leave forever?
Because he needed a new replacement for Zamir.
But he can visit.
Yeah.
Is he not going to be in the Tournament of Goku?
I would assume not. He didn't get the hey yo, you're pretty strong. Come fight. This is real bad.
At Leo Luster 5424 says, come to visit? The is definitely fan fiction.
Yeah, that mug would not visit for a second. What would the tiers be? One of them should be, I could see this in Dragon Ball.
That's going to be not a whole lot of them, though. That's probably going to be like 2.
Dragon Ball canon? Sure.
Can we go to his channel and see, like, the completed playlist?
No. I can see something like this.
Not yeah, I can see that when they fuse. That's probably what it's gonna be. The all white, no. The red and then green, no.
Absolutely not. Gotta destruct
That all black and blue one, no. That burgundy one, maybe.
Maybe not
That's
with
like a
those
B tier,
eyes.
though.
Kid Goku, we already had that
Omni
before.
Goku, no.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. Why does he look so derpy on that right one? No.
Demon Goku, no.
No.
Demon Goku 2, no.
I could see this one. Just the black-haired Goku.
Go
with a
to
different
that.
eye.
That might not be the
What
final.
if Goku kept his Saiyan tail? Vegeta.
It was not.
Whoa!
Yeah, the real one.
It was.
What is that voice? How old is this?
5 years.
Primal Instinct. What you have is a fake form, Vegeta. I have the real one. How dare you say that?
Look.
Yeah, this is all.
What if
This is peak.
Yeah, so no, not that one. But yeah,
we'll decide.
We'll definitely do, because that sounds like a lot of fun. All right, curtain down.
Stop coming to these.
100% stop coming to these.
Trig. I'm not Triggs. Desp.
State of you.
Desp next week.
Our boy Phil. Normal revisited. Phil. Blah blah blah. Yak yak yak.
Yep.
Keep it pushing. April Fool's still coming along. Still trucking along.
Looking real like April Fools.
It is looking pretty April Fools.
So what it is for May is DSP, regular vid, Dumb Artist Triggered, regular vid, DSP. And then probably mid-June we'll do another one of those Sins Wins things. And then maybe even an auction. Maybe an auction stream.
That's too far in the future.
Yep. Naruto because reasons.
As always. Still in there.
Maybe like July-ish.
Who knows?
Maybe July-ish, early August.
July is so far away.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right. Stop coming to these.
Oh, Chris stream. We also need to do that.
And we still need to do our potentially members only cooking Phil sauce.
Yeah. And we need to do that judge courtroom scene.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of fun.
We do need to do the cooking.
Yes, I want that sauce.
We definitely need to do that. Okay. Things will start coming together after May.
Yeah. Once the thing is done. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Saturday.